We're doing my one partner's threatening to sue us because he doesn't want us closing down our business.
Well, you're not closing.
We are.
I thought you were moving.
We're closing Buy and Build Incorporated. We're opening Buy and Build Kitchen and Bath.
What? So? I mean,
and he doesn't like the fact we're closing Buy and Build Incorporated.
Because he's a partner in that and won't be a partner in the new one.
That's correct.
Well, he might have an issue.
You think you're not like it? Wait, are we up on audio?
We're up. We're up.
Well, turn it off for a second.
Okay, second time?
So we voted in the board meeting about
this statute text to support that. Lower courts had sided with one of the immigrants released from prison for marijuana possession in 2006, but not taken into immigration custody until 2013. Lisa.
Thanks, Jared. This is Fox News.
Hey guys, when it comes down to performance in the bedroom, no need to stress, no need to be concerned, not when you have Noxitril, so why not make it a Noxitril night? You see, Noxitril is the absolute truth in male enhancement. Noxitril has been expertly crafted with the highest quality natural ingredients, creating the most advanced technology in male performance. Just imagine Viagra on steroids. Got it? So every time you don't want the night to end, every time it feels like you are the only two people that matter, and every time you think you can make things great with your performance in the bedroom, make every day your weekend with Noxitril. Why don't you call now and take advantage of our Noxitril free bottle offer shipped discreetly to your door and make it a Noxitril night.
To find out how to get a free bottle of Noxitril, call 800-993-0840, 800-993-0840. Free bottles for limited time. Call now, 800-993-0840, 800-993-0840.
Hi, this is Courtney Pierce, president of Buy and Build Incorporated. You already know we have the best deals in Colorado on kitchen cabinets, custom granite countertops, and more. But did you know we have an outlet center in the basement with literally thousands of items priced at a fraction of our already low prices? Closeout deals on lighting, faucets, flooring, scratch and dent cabinets, and much, much more. From cabinets to granite, faucets to flooring, Buy and Build can save you thousands on your project. Visit our showroom at 4800 Washington Street in Denver or online at buyandbuild.net. You will be thrilled with the thousands you save at Buy and Build.
Always counting your nickels and dimes? When it comes to Redbird Chicken, fork out those coins for some good quality food. Redbird proves what real chicken tastes like. Visit redbirdfarms.com or visit King Super, Safeway, or City Market.
Art of Granite for your granite. If you are looking for a deal, and I mean a deal, you're going to find at Art of Granite, direct stone importer. You're also going to love the guy. Mitch Fleury is a great guy. We have good people on the referral list at referralist.com. You will love the way he does business. You want to know why? You can get prices on the phone. If you're doing a kitchen project, you don't have to run all over and shop around. Call. Think about that. You call up, give him measurements, you can send him a photo. He'll give you prices, and those prices, they will not be far off. I mean, a few $100s maybe. And of course, you go to the showroom to pick your countertop material, the actual slab, the custom edges, the sinks, the cabinets, and that's a small markup from the manufacturer, always wholesale on the counter material. And then he slates you for template and installation 1 to 4 weeks. He serves the mountain communities and the Front Range. Quotes on the phone, 303-386-5919. The bathroom's free when you have the kitchen done at the same time. He will tear out and haul away everything free. 303-386-5919. Open every day but Sunday. 303-386-5919. artofgranite.net.
2019 is here, and rates are still in the low 4s. Denver's housing market is continuing to increase in value, with over 35,000 more families moving in than out annually. The feds continue to raise short-term rates, like auto loans, credit cards, but many of our clients are paying off their credit cards before rates increase again. Others are doing much-needed home improvements, like new carpet, kitchens, finishing basements,
Now you can get me a deal.
Now
you can get me a deal.
Is he doing still building?
I want an old hot tub. Suzanne said that's our neighbor. I don't know who that is. But they live on the street right next to us.
Okay. So I got Jeff on the health center there.
I'll tell you another. Those walk-in fucking
Are you
tubs.
shitting me? Did this fucking close?
Those guys are.
Oh my God! The whole thing closed.
Steel buildings, used cars, walk-in tubs.
Walk-in tubs make no sense.
Insurance.
They make no sense whatsoever. People don't realize.
We're talking about industries that are kind of sketchy.
Oh, I'm with you.
The
Those guys are making a bank, the walk-in tub guys. They're getting paid by insurance companies.
I know, but they make no sense.
It's all Medicaid.
I will bet you people after 6 months don't ever use them.
Well, some people have to.
They're huge water wasters for sure.
Water wasters with time. You got to go in there, then you got to let the whole thing drain.
Yeah, you have to sit in there.
Why don't you just keep it filled?
Well, come on, man. We're on. Hi, Tom Martino, dilly-dallying. I got to get to work here. This is the Troubleshooter Show, and I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, fighting for you, solving problems, answering questions, taking complaints. Today I got two popular guests in, so we're going to have a fun show. 303-713-TALK is our number, 713-8255. And as you know, you can always go to 303-MARTINO, and you'll find me. 303-MARTINO. You leave a message, we'll get back to you. We have proof of that. We have David, who called us. We're calling him back, and Larry. And then our guest today, we have the Insurance Help Center. This is one of the most popular things we do. It's called the Insurance Checkup. There's no obligation whatsoever. But you probably will save money. In fact, 85% of the people that call save big money. You just get your Dex page or know what you're paying for, and they will compare at our Expert Help Center. They will compare your coverage to 40 other companies or 25 or 30 companies. And if you have a good deal, isn't it going to be nice to know that? If you don't have a good deal, they will tell you exactly what you can get and for what price. And I'm going to say something. The top 5 insurance companies that are on the bad list as far as price and claims problems, we have Allstate, State Farm, Farmers, American Family, and David Loya.
Fred Loya.
Fred, I'm sorry. David's his brother. Fred Loya. Now, their captive agency means if you want State Farm to shop around for you or Allstate, they can't, because those agents are bound to sell only one kind. They're restricted by contract. They can't sell anything else. Therefore, you can never get a better deal. You see? So now, there are times if you have those companies, your premiums will be pretty good. There are times when our Insurance Help Center cannot beat those deals just for one reason or another. You may have just signed up. You may have been there, I don't know, for some reason. But here's the good news. People can't tell you I'm going to save you money unless they have to put up or shut up. That's what I love about Compass Insurance Group and our Insurance Help Center. It is blind when it comes to companies. We don't care what company you have. Now, Matt Corneo's with us from Compass. And very quickly, Matt, sometimes you find somebody with Allstate that you can't beat.
Sure.
Why? Why is that?
They may have a ticket or an accident, something that we have to underwrite for. They've been there a long time. They might just be priced well.
Okay. Most of the time, though, if someone has insurance and they tell me I've been with so-and-so, no matter who it is, for 12 years or 20 years, what does that say to you in your mind?
In most cases, yeah, their prices have been heavily inflated.
You're overpaying because insurance does not, listen to what I say, insurance does not reward loyalty. It's the one industry where shopping around every few years saves you money. Or not. But if it doesn't, what do you have to lose? So you're going to call our help center this morning. Now, Matt's here in the studio if you want to talk to him about any insurance issues. But if you just want to do a comparison, and then we give examples on the air. Do you realize we've saved people up to $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a year? Some people just $100 a month. But hey, that pays for your Starbucks. Let's talk about this, okay? Here's the help center number. You call directly. 303-771-HELP. 303-771-4357. Matt Corneo can talk all things insurance or French Bulldogs. Whatever. English. I'm sorry. Oh, I insulted him. Oh, my God, I insulted him.
Concert.
He says English.
You know he goes to concerts constantly.
A lot of people would say Frenchies are cuter than English Bulldogs, but they're all cute.
People that are blind.
Yeah, they're all cute. So do you have 2 Frenchies? Don't you have 2?
No, I have 2 English, Tom.
I'm sorry, 2 English. Oh, see, I tried to trick him. 2 English Bulldogs. The Frenchies have the big ears.
That's right.
They're kind of cute, so are English.
English have big butts.
They do, huh? They got big butts, and it will not lie. Okay, so they know how to twerk. When they wag their tail, that's what they do, really. They're very cute. Let's go to David. David, welcome. And our second guest is another guest that's going to save us money, you know. We'll talk about that. But Compass Insurance in the house, the Help Center, 303-771-HELP, our number, 303-713-4357. David, tell us about your deposit on a steel building. By the way, the steel building industry, as an industry, is set up as a scam. I'm going to say something before you even tell me word one. If you called, most likely, and if you weren't, then okay, fine. But most people are told, I just happen to have a building that hit the ground, and the guy canceled, you can have a great deal. But I don't know if that happened to you, but that's one of the most common come-ons there are. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, Tom. Thanks for having me. I did hear that line a couple of times, actually. In the midst of our contract writing, he did tell me that exact line.
What a ripoff. Anyway, so what happened? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, so I declined the building that we happen to have on hand, and I said, no, I want my building. And we signed a contract, and I gave him a deposit. Deposit was $6,200, and that contract and deposit was approximately 3 months ago now. So December is when we signed that. And every couple of weeks, I'm following up with him, asking him what's going on, where's my drawings, I need to get these drawings into the permit process, I need to get Douglas County involved.
David, 6,600, did you say, roughly?
6,200, correct.
6,200 down, nothing to show for it.
Well, generally the stamp plans are like 2-3 weeks, man. I mean, that's not a big deal.
I'm saying it's not. But the steel building industry sucks. Here's another thing they do. They have this little thing going where they all call themselves the manufacturer. Is that the right with you too?
Yeah, they do. They call themselves the manufacturer.
Yeah, and the way they do that is when they sign a distribution agreement with a company, they buy like 0.1%, sometimes 1% or less, and then they call themselves the manufacturer. So really, you got flim-flammed. And, well, I shouldn't say that. Flim-flam denotes illegal. I'm not sure anything illegal is going on. I mean, I think most of the time when people buy a steel building, they're ripped off. So in your case, I don't know what the case is. I just know that you put money down, but it hasn't been that long.
I disagree. 3 months is insane just for plans?
Oh, well, hold on. What, you did get plans, right?
No.
No, I received nothing.
Oh, plans are like nothing in steel buildings because they're nothing. It's CAD. Someone's just got to stamp them.
Yeah, Mark's correct. And I'm in the industry of construction, and I expect them within a couple of weeks.
Sunward got mine to me within, 10 days to 14 days after I ordered it.
How many times did you hear we had a building hit the ground?
I went to every steel building company that had any form of either headquarters or location in Denver Metro, and finally I decided on Sunward. To me, I like Sunward, so I'll keep them out of this. The rest of them, they're like used car salesmen.
So the actual date you put the money down, according to this, is December 7th.
December 18th.
December 18th. Okay, sorry.
You had a steel building built out in Franktown. How long did it take you to get your plans? Do you remember? Maybe a month?
Oh, if that. Yeah.
If that. That's what I'm saying. Let me call over to these guys.
Hold on, man. You know what? The same story. Now, I will say this. In the construction business, David, we have the Contractors Trust Act. So if they took money down, they have to have it for you in trust. We're going to figure that one out. Larry, welcome to the show. What's going on, Larry?
Morning, Tom.
What's happening, man?
Almost a year ago, my old 1995 Toyota 4Runner blew a head gasket.
Yeah?
And I took it into a garage that I've been going to for years. They changed hands. It used to be a real reputable. It was range view.
Okay, so where is it right? Tell me what's going on right now.
Well, right now, I've got my car. I took it to another garage that fixed it correctly.
Okay, so how much did you pay the first shop?
The first shop, $4,100.
And what did you get for $4,100?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
Well,
what's the name of the place?
Colorado Land on about...
Colorado Land, L-A-N-D. Why would you... Well, I don't understand. That's the name of a mechanic?
They actually bought 3 of my old shops, man. They bought up a lot of Goodyear stores, probably
well, okay,
5
Colorado
to 7 years ago.
Land. That's
Yes.
the name of a mechanic shop.
Yeah, multiple.
Okay, why do they call themselves Colorado Land?
They came out of Kansas and Nebraska, so they're Nebraska Land, Colorado Land, Kansas Land. That's what they're called. I don't know.
Is that Dan or Mark talking?
Mark.
Mark, okay. Yeah. Do you have the 3 invoices that I emailed the radio station?
So you got nothing. So how did you pay this $4,100?
What I got,
yeah.
when I took it in, and
just tell me what you got. I don't want to hear the story. For $4,100, what did you drive away with?
a car that was not fixed.
But did they attempt? Are they claiming they fixed it? Are they claiming they put stuff in it? What are they saying you got?
They claimed that it was fixed.
What did they claim they did on the invoice? Like transmission?
They replaced, put in a used engine.
Is that what you contracted for?
Yes.
Okay.
They talked me into, instead of having the heads milled.
I got you. Installed used engine, but it's not correct. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct.
All right, you hold on. Now I'll let you tell your story, but I want to give you more time. I'm Tom Martino, and we got a lot going on. We got the Insurance Help Center at 303-771-HELP, 771-4357. Get your comparisons on and let us know what you save.
We can't. He's got to move these around. We're not going to do a fix-it followed by a price fixer. We shouldn't do the same things in the same break.
I sent you guys.
Yeah, but bro, we're not doing price fixer now. We're not doing it right next to fix it.
Flip it with
their direct competitor.
Flip it with K&H in the second. So can you do K&H?
I'll do Cracker Jack right now. Perfect. I don't know what you mean. K&H.
No, Cracker Jack's only a 30. Do K&H.
Oh, Cracker Jack's at 30, right? So I have to do K&H
or Revitalized.
Wait. What? Okay, they're both 30s, Mark. We got it, Mark.
Oh, you're going to do Cracker Jack?
Yes, got it. Just leave it to me, Marky.
You got a haircut, Tom.
Oh, yeah. But I got it a few days ago.
Competitors.
Okay, 10 seconds. Mike, going on. Cracker Jack, jacking. Remember that name. They can repair concrete instead of replacing it. No job too big, no job too small, no job too hidden. They have portable equipment that can pump into small spaces. I say pump because that's how they repair, filling the void under concrete. You don't have to know all that technical stuff. Free estimates. Why not try before you spend on replacing? 303-410-7787, 410-7787, crackerjackmudjacking.com.
That Larry with Colorado Land problem, he said he talked to you this morning as you were asking him what the invoices were for.
Not this morning. I said that to Tom and Mark. Invoices.
For Colorado Land problem?
Oh, no. Colorado Land? I
Yeah.
When's your next cruise?
Larry, the guy, he said, I talked to Dan and asked him if he got my invoice. He had called me and asked me what the invoice was for.
Larry's the guy.
Yeah, so this year I went next year.
Oh, yeah.
So this year.
Yeah, I just sent it to Tom and Mark.
And they went to La Playa for
already. Are we good?
We're good.
I got back for 3 days and then left again. So I went to January for 6 days this year. And then 3 days back, and then I flew to Mexico for a 4-day widespread panic festival.
Hold on, guys.
Exclusive address, forhims.com/ship. That's forhims.com/ship for your first month for just $5.
All right, how about getting a new furnace or air conditioner and making it as easy as ordering a pizza? PriceFixerDenver.com has done it. Go there right now. PriceFixerDenver.com. You answer a few questions, like how large is your house? Is it gas or electric? The next thing you know, you'll get an instant online quote that includes labor. It includes the permits. It includes the #1 selling furnace or air conditioner in the country. It includes 6 different guarantees, including my favorite, the lowest price, 100% satisfaction guarantee. And listen to this, PriceFixerDenver.com service department. If you ever have a problem with your air conditioner or furnace, 0 trip charge, 0 diagnostic fee, and the lowest price guarantee. You're not going to find a better deal anywhere. Write it down. PriceFixerDenver.com. PriceFixerDenver.com. Simply the best HVAC company out there.
112. Yeah, let's take a look at that number. No, 58% to a yes.
Apple Air is their other model that sells like the other ones do. They're separate companies, same owner.
Okay, Matt, I had to Google the French and the English. No, the English ones are cute, but the French ones, they're so ugly, they're cute.
I don't get, we didn't sell it, we're closing it. What do your Bulldogs think of Brexit?
They're pretty upset. You don't get a lot of emotion. Two different attorneys. They have the same face whether they're happy or sad or angry. But
what did they do? Did they put that off again?
To stay open.
Well, they voted to extend.
Didn't they vote to do it like 18 years ago?
They don't want to do another referendum. And that's probably what they should do.
Probably, yeah, because it probably failed.
What was this caller's name on the steel building?
What?
Costume.
Does the EU want a bunch of money? Why
yeah, have to pay to exit, essentially. And then they have to reorganize some of their trade deals.
I figure the trade deals would be the biggest thing now, the fact that EU has everything else. But they have to pay a bunch of money too.
Well, and you know, Britain's got the has the unique deal because they have their
Here I want to talk about the
so no one else
did.
So it's such a strange
sale that's going on now through the end.
No, that is the best thing that they did.
Well, through the end of April, we'll advertise it, and then also that we are moving.
Did everybody?
I
thought maybe some of the Scandinavians.
Did you adjust the liability on the lot? He might have. I didn't think so, but you know what? You may be right. That's a good. Let's see.
And then in a couple months coming, we'll talk about the new business.
Oh, for sure. I'm Tom Martino. This hour brought to you by FrankDurantTheRealEstateMan.com.
The guy that will help you buy or sell real estate. If you're looking to sell your home, list it with Frank. You will never find better service ever. FrankDurantTheRealEstateMan.com. Now, that's not to say there aren't good, honest people out there working in real estate, but I'm just, partial to Frank. 303-920-1622. So, Compass Insurance in the house. And as I told you, you can get a quote at 303-771-HELP. We have saved money for about 85% of the people who call, and there's nothing to lose. Nothing at all. You don't even have to do the legwork. Okay, David put money down on a steel building, got nothing. Now, the common ripoff in steel buildings is they say they got a building on the ground, you can get it really cheap, the price is attractive, it usually meets with measurements you want, and it's usually a lie. And then once you sign up, then you find out, oh, you want a door, you want windows, that's going to be extra. Really, they charge extra for windows and doors. So you get a box. Oh, you want us to cut a door, that's extra. You want this, that's extra. You want that, that's extra. You want delivery, that's extra. You want an engineered snow load, that's extra. And then you say, well, then I don't want it. Well, you don't get your deposit back. And this is over and over again. So Mark is talking to them. Then we have Larry, who said he basically paid $4,100 for a used engine, and it's not running right. That's the bottom line. Now, did you talk to him, Deputy Dan? And he went to...
No, I haven't talked to him.
Oh, okay. He went to Colorado Land. But did you get his email or something? I thought you had gotten something from him.
Yeah, he sent it, and then I sent you the invoices.
Okay, good. So, what can we do to help you? You're claiming you did not get what you paid for. Is that right, sir?
That's right.
Well, how can we help you on that?
Well, that's why I'm calling, to find out how you can help me.
Okay.
But
did you pay by credit card?
Yes, I did.
Good. That's the first place to start. You have to contest it on your credit card. That is the very first place to start. And I'm telling you, that is not like a kiss-off. That is real advice, because that will help you. People, you'd be surprised how often they will favor you and decide in your favor. You tell them, this guy... Now, by the way, if you succeed with contesting it on your credit card, he can still come after you. He can even put a lien on your car. Suzanne.
Tom, did you see the date on that invoice?
Oh, no. When
I didn't hear Larry's whole call, but this is a year ago, or almost a year ago.
I thought it was 12/7/18.
Oh, well, it says June of 18. I didn't know he said that on the air.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Suzanne. I'm looking at the steel building. I'm sorry. So when is it? Well, yeah, you're right. June 20th. You're right.
Almost a year ago.
Okay, that's going to be hard to contest on your credit card. In fact, impossible unless it's fraud. Fraud, there's no time limit. But I don't think you can call this fraud. I think you call this incompetence, quality, standards. That's different. And I think you only have 3 months for that. You might want to try to see what happens. Okay, why are you calling 8 months later? Or whatever, not 8 months, whatever, almost a year later. Why?
Matt, the manager at Colorado Land, they gave up on my car. They did.
Well, listen, you say it wasn't running right. They tried to fix it. What was wrong with it after they installed the used engine? Tell me, what is wrong with it still today?
Nothing's wrong with it now.
Because you got to, okay, what did the other shop find wrong? What did they do to fix it?
It had the number 7 valve was bad.
Okay, and how much did it cost? How much did it cost to fix?
$3,902.
Wait, $3,900 to fix it?
Yes, that's after I...
Wait a minute. If you have a used engine installed, that's not their problem if there's a bad thing inside it. You agreed to a used engine, and I'll bet you signed saying it was as is. See, listen, you have to tell me some truth, and I'm not saying you like it. I'm not saying that I won't help you, but I need to ask very plainly, did you agree to a used engine?
Yes.
Okay.
And the used engine was supposed to have had a pressure test.
Okay.
And somebody was not telling the truth on that because there was a bad valve in it.
Okay. It can still pass. Are you talking about a compression test?
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying they did not do a compression test?
I don't know, but they sent the car out to Stevenson Toyota on West Colfax.
Yeah.
And Stevenson Toyota did the pressure test and found that there was a bad valve.
Okay, it's a compression test. Yeah. And here's the deal. Mark, what would you do in this case? Deputy Dan.
I think they sold him
a used engine.
Well, I know that, but I think they also warrantied it for whatever X amount of time, but there was a problem right off the bat, according to him, and that was double-checked by
Steven. Bad valve. So he's saying it took $3,100 to fix the valve because they had to remove everything, and as long as you did that, did you replace all the valves, I hope?
Yes, they did.
Well, they don't have to pay for that. They only have to pay for the one valve.
But they agreed, Matt at Colorado Land.
He's saying the store manager basically said they'd take care of it, but corporate out of Kansas or Nebraska, wherever the hell they are, isn't taking care of it.
You know what, Larry? This is too screwed up, and it's almost a year later. And I'm sorry, but our hands are tied. Here's what I suggest you do. I don't think you'll ever get the full repair bill because they don't have to take a used engine and do a whole head for you. Did you do the entire top end? Larry, did you do the top end of this engine?
The second garage that I took it to, yes.
Okay, okay, good. Okay, that's really good. That's smart since you cracked it open. But Larry, here's what I'm telling you. You handle it any way you want. I would take the first shop to small claims court under the premise that they guaranteed it and did not stand up to the warranty. You got it? That's it. It was a breach of contract. Now, that is my opinion, what I would go after. You have to take your own advice from your attorney or wherever you want to get it, because I don't know all of the ins and outs and conversations, but I would sue for breach of contract. However, I do not believe that you should ask or will get the entire $3,100 because you have a considerable amount of betterment. Do you know what betterment is, Larry?
No.
That means getting more than they damaged or are responsible for. Do you understand how you were bettered?
Yes.
Okay, so figure out. Now, you have two ways of doing it. Figure out the betterment. In other words, how many cylinder is this?
6.
Divide it by 6 and say there was one bad one, or one bad part that needed to be replaced. And you say, however, I did the rest. I'm not charging them for that, so this is how much I want. Or go after the whole thing and let them make their defense and just say, while I had it open, I had it all done, and they owe me this because they said they would handle it. But, Larry, take them to small claims court. It is a slam dunk. I mean, as far as cost and efficiency, you got to do that. In my opinion, that is the way to do it. Breach of contract, and there's a statute of limitations, so I would do it quickly. What were you going to say, Mark? Is it redundant?
The head job, no, the head job's tough, though. Even though just the one valve, the labor on the head job is the most intense part compared to just the part.
Well, then,
you're ripping it apart no matter what.
Yes, you are, but listen to this, Mark, and this is important. If I was defending this claim, yes, you had to rip it open, and you had to close it up to get to that one valve. But they're still not responsible, in my opinion, for all of it because while they were in there, he took advantage of their disassembly and reassembly. And I would say because you had other valves done and other things, then guess what? You better help pay for that. That's just my opinion. If you were in an accident and they were opening you up or they were doing something, you had cosmetic surgery done, I mean, because you happen to be under anesthesia, I would say, I would argue that you don't take advantage of the situation. But who knows? A judge might say, give him the whole damn thing.
I got an update on that steel building. That's great.
Thank you.
All right, Tom, 1 minute. Fix it 24/7, 30 spot.
What were you saying?
Oh, you should have said what there was a warranty on the back of these from there on that used engine.
Go ahead.
Let's start with the drive up in the hydrant. We got Highway 6 is closed once again in Clear Creek Canyon for rockfall irrigation. Not scheduled to reopen until about 5 p.m.
I got it.
Because along the I-70 corridor, which
I get it.
Genesee traveling out west,
No need to explore.
Mountain Drive. Back in town, no major delays across town. What was slowing you down eastbound 6th Avenue between Sheridan and Federal, no longer there. Traffic flow getting back up to speed. No other major delays in town, with the exception of westbound I-70, but stop and go either side of Havana. Weather forecast. Mostly cloudy, slight chance of showers, a high of 44. Right now, a few clouds and 37.
I can't wait to play today, man.
6:30 K-House.
Doing right. I'm getting better each time.
Every day by shopping at Lowe's.
Is your auction going? It's at bid.
Okay, guys.
Lower, right?
Give it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Subject.
Oh, crap. The owner of Fix It 24/7 texted me and said, you know, the weather's kind of moderate, so things are slow, so let's do both the AC and furnace clean and check as a combo. Now, normally they charge $39 for each, and then they're worth over a couple $100 each, but they charge $39. And he gave me a price, and I forgot it, so I'm going to make one up. I promise you, this is it. Okay, here's what they'll do. Both of them for $27. You tell them I said so. Both AC and furnace completely cleaned, refurbished, and adjusted for $27. That's 720-526-3939. 720-526-3939. I'm so sorry.
There were smoking sections, airplanes, restaurants, and then gradually it got
Mark, how old is your?
it wasn't anywhere. It's not
Mark, how old is your what?
I'm sorry, man. I didn't.
I'm so I would assume they were built with the house. I don't know that for a fact.
I
feel like old music, punk rock.
I'm getting a new one.
Psychedelic rock, that kind of thing.
You like psychedelic?
I'm a more efficient 180.
Sure, we talking Larry?
Yeah, but obviously newer bands now. But yeah.
You need to look at that
I like the Black Angels. I like Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. I'm going to see a band called the Night Beats tonight.
the warranty before we call Colorado Land?
Oh, we can call Colorado Land?
I don't know, I missed the whole thing.
I love more.
It's easier for me.
But do you want
the warranty had to say something.
We'll talk to him, just send him over the paperwork for that and say if he's got any questions.
Well, I don't like stadium shows. I'm not, most of my bands aren't playing
Like
Pepsi
you
Center.
two.
I've seen you two 5 times. They don't do it for me.
I like the genre.
The
guy is owed something.
Sorry. And I never got into him. Springsteen. Never got into
Yeah.
I just never did.
The Boss.
Not for me.
I just never got into
Not for me.
I like that one American song.
Do you like, I call it alternative, I don't know.
Yes.
Like Dream Theater. And
That's Suzanne's favorite shit.
I'm an alternative music fan, if you would, I mean, I'll go to 40 alternatives.
She loves 21 Pilots now.
That's not alternative, though. 21 Pilots is almost pop right now.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a little,
Yeah,
that's a little more mainstream than what
But they're good. I like them. I like them.
Did you like the Violent Femmes back in the day?
Yeah.
Love the Violent Femmes.
Yeah.
Okay, back in the day, I bet you
Yeah,
there's,
love them.
Violent Femmes. Blister in the Sun,
Hey,
baby.
look up, if you want to look at some old alternative shit,
Jomo, the joy of missing out.
Quartermass. Look up some old
I
alternative.
never heard of that.
Quartermass. Spooky Tooth.
Spooky Tooth.
Oh,
That sounds racist.
They were good. Spooky Tooth, Quartermass.
Spooky Tooth.
There's a lot of bands going back to 60s.
Have you heard of Mock the Hoople?
Oh, of course.
Why the hell do you come up with these names?
Yeah.
Oh man! And then
I love the 13th floor elevators. I like a lot of
Man, they're
that.
listed bands I never
you know,
Electric
Pink Floyd.
Spoons.
It's weird. Pink Floyd started out as weird
I don't
and good as them.
Totally.
But then they
Sid
got
Barrett
pop
got
weird.
really weird.
They were the first weird group that went pop.
Yeah.
Actually went
You know what I
pop.
would rather do
What's
versus
up?
going to a concert and on
I mean, they went mainstream. Isn't that weird?
He's order in there and
Yeah.
in your house.
Bad
Have a good speaker
So-
system and just
So there's
Or even
this
these new Dolby movie theaters.
I love
Like a
Oh, you
live
like-
streaming
okay.
concert.
It's Robert
I don't like
Ford,
that
the
bunch
lead
of people.
guitar.
I know you don't like
I
it.
can't stand when people stand up in front of 18 guys all
You ever
day.
hear of
You should all sit down. Why do they stand up in fucking concert?
My dad was a music
Bullshit.
fan.
My
so I grew up
God!
on
You
all
know all the ones I
No, my dad grew up on all that.
How old's your dad?
If you're at home, you got a concert right there. It looks like it.
Isn't that better sound?
Better sound.
Pepsi Center sounds
So I grew up
See,
on.
Mark, his dad is 68. I'm going to be 66. He could be my son, this little bastard.
He is your son.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Dark hair.
He's not. Look, you guys look the
He's
same.
not good looking enough, and he likes English Bulldogs.
That's just because of the Brexit thing.
I have no Italian in me. I just got my DNA back.
What do you
I
have?
have 0. I'm mainly English. I'm like 65%.
Really? Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Now to introduce our second guy here. We have Compass Insurance Group, by the way. The Insurance Help Center is 771-HELP. You can get comparisons. Let me know when there are some good comparisons coming in. And we also have now Buy and Build. I love Buy and Build. Listen, I have a secret to tell you. Okay, listen, no one else should know, but Courtney Pierce, one of the owners here, he's here. And you know what? He's moving. He's moving. And that means he doesn't want to move that crap. This is great stuff, man. I bought his cabinets several times. The granite stuff, the light fixtures, the plumbing fixtures. You thought they were cheap then or now? He's going to be moving. So are you going to do a giant liquidation sale?
Yes, we are. In fact, we're just starting that today, Tom, on your show. I'm
Honest to goodness, that has to be. Are we going, okay, off your normal pricing, which is normally way below wholesale? I mean, I can't even go there. I mean, light fixtures are 10 times cheaper. Cabinets 10 times cheaper. So what will they be now? I mean, can we get what percentage off of your already low prices? Like, would you say what?
Well, so our entire outlet center, 50% off everything in the entire outlet center.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Everything in the
wait.
outlet center.
You're talking about 50% off of the price you already have?
That's correct. So our $30 bathroom faucets are now $15 a piece. And
the $30 fixtures, we're talking about $200 fixtures.
Correct.
For $30, now they're going to be 50%. So 50% of everything in the outlet center.
Yes.
What about on the main floor?
On the main floor, 50% off of everything that's not running line. So everything we're not taking to the new location, all discontinued colored cabinets,
Oh
all
my
flooring,
God.
all doors.
I
door
wish I
hardware,
had something
everything,
going
50%
on.
off.
It's worth, people, it's worth buying it and putting it in storage. I'm not kidding. I really am not kidding. Holy crap. 4800 Washington Street. David, what's going on with you? This deposit with a steel building, Mark called on. You put down $6,200 December 7th. You got nothing. Not plans, not anything. You were a little upset. The company is Still Building Manufacturing, or MFG LLC. Mark, what did you find out?
He'll have the plans today stamped, ready to go. He can have the building within 2 weeks, or you probably want to wait a little bit till you figure out where you're going to put it and take delivery later. But that's what.
Now, why did they take a call from you?
I don't know.
David?
Yeah, I don't know. Did he even talk about refunding the deposit?
No, he says you're going to have the plans today. The building is already in the works, according to him. So your deposit money was used to go to the factory and start building.
Now listen, we're not going to weigh in on this. If you want out, you got to do that on your own and pick a reason.
What's it going to matter, though? If this guy's not lying, and I don't think he is, and you're going to have the plans today, and you can have the building within 2 weeks to a month, what's the big deal? I know the guy irritated you. I get it.
Yeah, I haven't even reviewed his drawings. He's saying they're going to be delivered today, and the building's already being produced.
You should have the drawings.
Well, that's why they deliver the drawings. How do you review them if they don't submit them? You said, I didn't view them. How can he submit them? Well, he's submitting them so you can review them. That part I just don't understand. Is he supposed to verbally describe it to you and then draw it?
Yeah, so really what's supposed to happen is I'm supposed to review them, and then I'm also responsible for submitting them to the county. And
okay, well, that's what you're going to do today.
Yeah, you should have those plans today. If you don't have them today, let me know.
Now, when you review them, that's what you're doing. And if they're not as you specified, I imagine that's what this is. I don't think any plan is stamped in concrete at this point, or steel. I think you review them and then say, well, you forgot this, or I want to do that. Then you go ahead and get it to the county. But let us know if you have a problem. Susan, what's happening with you? Susan?
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, I need to replace a heating system at a farmhouse in Nebraska, and I would like your opinion about the Lac Navarre boiler system.
I know nothing about it, but I can find out.
Sounds fancy.
I have a guy at Fix It 24/7 that's a boiler expert. His name's Andy.
Okay.
Not too good looking, but he's an expert. So hold on a second, and we'll call. I got to figure out. Let me call Andy. Let me get his number here. And I'm going to see. I'll have.
Wow, it's state of the art. I'll tell you that. The one I'm looking at by Lac Navarre, this thing has got an
Hold
app.
on.
It's got everything.
Suzanne, I'm going to give you the number over the intercom here, okay? You ready? Okay. Hold on, dear. We'll get Andy's opinion. Okay, so I'm hoping they didn't hear me, but anyway, hold on. And ask Andy if he can come on informally, okay? I'm sure George won't mind. I just want to ask about that boiler if he's heard of it. Mark, what are you? Is it all solid state?
Man, it looks really nice. Touch screen. I mean, it looks great.
Or you can try George too if Andy's not around. Austin, what's happening with you? Thank you for contacting us, and sorry for the wait. What's happening? Hi, Austin.
Hi, sorry, can you hear me?
So, yeah, man, what's happening?
Hey, thanks for the call. So, we bought a motorcycle. A friend of mine and I bought a motorcycle about 2.5 years ago. We worked on it for 2 years, fixed it up real nice, and then...
so it was used?
It was used, yep.
And you fixed it up?
You got it, yep. Fixed it up, did a bunch of changes to it, and then went to register it and found out it had been reported stolen.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So,
well, I'll tell you, they are responsible to you, even if they didn't know it. It goes right down the chain of commerce. You go to them, they go to the one who sold it to them or traded it, and so on and so forth. I mean, there's nothing they can do to justify that.
Yeah, so it's even more interesting than that because we had a signed title from the original seller, And so we went back and looked at the police. Well, we first got kind of strong-armed into delivering the bike to the police department. The town police department, they said, you know, hey, it's illegal to possess this. You have to give it to us immediately. And I'm like, well, we have a signed title. You know, are you sure that's for sure it wasn't sold? So we delivered the bike, and come to find out, it was reported stolen 6 months after we had bought it, and supposedly had been ridden that same morning, which is impossible. I sent pictures in to you guys.
So what do you think's going on? What's your gut on this?
So I talked to a police officer friend of mine. His theory is that folks use, you know, vehicles as collateral for other shady deals.
Yeah.
I don't know what that looks like, but hey, Tom, here, I'm going to give you my car and the title to my car.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do whatever you and I agree. You know,
right. Then what?
Drugs or something like that. And then if I don't come through on that, then Tom, you go and sell my bike because you had a signed title. And then
the guy got pissed. Even though they sold it, he reported it stolen.
6 months later, but again, we already had the bike. He said he saw it driving down the road, but you know, I sent you guys a picture in that by the time
does he have proof of ownership?
So he filed for a duplicate title also 6 months later, and so he brought that duplicate title into the police department about an hour after we dropped it off, and they gave him the bike back.
Right, as well they should.
There you go.
If he's the original owner.
If he's the original owner, but if he sold it, then he's not the owner.
Is
right?
the paperwork? What does he say about that paperwork? All he has to say is his name was forged.
Yeah, so the officer actually validated that signature was his.
Okay, then what? Okay, then the officer had a duty to investigate. For example, what's to prevent anyone from going down the chain and saying this is stolen right now?
Exactly. That's one of my
that's weird. That is weird. But you have recourse against the person who sold it to you.
I think I may have recourse against the owner.
No, why would you bother? The people who sold it to you, it doesn't matter if they had knowledge. You have a direct loss attributed to that transaction. Why would you skip over that and go to an owner and most likely you're going to fail? I don't even understand your reasoning. So tell me this. What would you sue the owner for? Explain that to me because I'd love to know.
Sure. So part of why we're here, right, is to figure this out.
Why don't you hold on? Because I'm running over time. I'd like to know where on God's green earth you're going to come up with a case against an owner who got his property back. Even if he's making false statements. He didn't directly harm you. So now you got to go through, what, 2 or 3 other people or what? Well, why is this guy making life difficult for himself?
Okay, a couple things. He did not get a bill of sale from the guy. This Austin did not get a bill of sale. That's one thing. And the title that he got, I guess he didn't notice that both the buyer and the seller has sold it. So he's got one that is actually a skip title, right? I think we call that a skip title.
The guy he bought it from didn't register.
Right. But he signed it. Next time we need to and so did the seller. But the seller signed it. And his signature. I think all three of them. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'll guarantee you the cops knew.
No, we'll do that for sure.
Every day by shopping at Lowe's.
It ends tomorrow for that
eligible
purchases. And we don't like 8 people.
Account. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Subject to credit approval. Cannot be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply.
Mike's on. Bright Light Chiropractic is the place to go if you are looking for a chiropractor that actually does chiropractic adjustment. Dr. Mike Hederscheid is great. He's at University and County Line. Please check him out. A complete workup with x-rays and everything. Just $50, and that's a thermal scan and a consultation. Then adjustments start at just $35. We love Dr. Mike Hederscheid. You will too. Make your own appointment at brightlightdenver.com. brightlightdenver.com.
Consumers Real Estate Show. That's
So,
right.
so Tom, this Austin got a skip title
All inside information
from
to
that,
help you.
so it wasn't registered. He had the bike when the guy said it was stolen.
Okay, who had the bike?
Austin already had the bike, and then the guy said he had stolen, but he had already had the bike
That
when
doesn't matter.
he made the police report.
It doesn't matter.
He said he was riding it. The guy said he had it in his possession, and then when it was gone.
Okay. Okay.
So it's a false police report for one thing.
But you can't prove that, and this fucking guy, Austin, doesn't have to.
He said he can't prove it. He said he's got a picture of
So
him.
why would you go through all
I
of
agree,
that
I agree,
when
but-
you just go to the guy that sold it to you? Why are you doing the police work? I'm saying, who fucking cares about a false report? Who cares about what happened before?
I'm wondering if it's the same guy.
You go to the guy that sold it to you.
Okay, well, here's the other thing is they put all this money into it, too, this bike.
You go to the guy who sold it to you.
Okay, well,
I mean, why do you keep, what difference does it make? Why would you skip that step? Why would you take on more evidentiary responsibility than you need? All you have to prove, this guy sold it to us, period. That's all you have to prove. This guy sold it to us, and we were harmed, period.
Well, I don't see why the cops would have gave him, when this is contested like this, he had a signed title, the cops gave him that bike that day.
Who knows?
Because they're in cahoots. That's what I say, they're in cahoots. The cops know the original seller.
Oh, I mean, nothing's impossible. I mean,
Fountain Police is who it is.
I don't know. Who?
Fountain Police.
Oh, small little bit. I want to know his resistance to going after the guy that sold it to him.
He did call him.
He would get his money back in a heartbeat, or he'd get a judgment.
Why wouldn't you call the cops and say, hey, this guy sold me a stolen bike?
That's exactly
And
right.
the cop said, you got to give the bike back because it's stolen. But why didn't they do some type of
No, but if they're making him give the bike back to the original guy, he should also file a police report at the same time for the second guy selling stolen property.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm always right.
Although it was reported after they sold it.
That makes it even weirder, doesn't it? Well, that doesn't mean anything. Who cares? What does that mean?
The guy was selling a bike that wasn't his.
And he told
That's it. You're right. Who cares when it was
Well,
reported?
no.
So if I sell you a stolen car quick enough, I'm okay?
Well, here's the other thing is the guy said, yes, I signed the title and I just kept it in my bike. Who the hell does that? Kept the signed title that he sold.
Did he say that?
In his bike. That's what he told the cops.
That's a good story.
Well, it's a freaking, there's so many things wrong with it.
But Dan, there are. But who is this guy to say you didn't do that? That's what I'm saying. He's fucking taking on too much responsibility.
Yeah, you're probably right there.
That's all I'm saying.
The big thing there is they got a lot of money into this bike, so just getting your money back is nothing. Now, why he didn't title it right away?
No,
I don't know.
58% to a yes, 42%. This was a big one.
Because he waited 2 years to get a title. Or,
It has been soundly defeated tonight.
and that's when they found out that he had the bike, is when he went to try to get a title.
Hey, recovery time in a water heater?
Went to the ballot box and voted overwhelmingly against Proposition.
I don't understand this. It says unlimited minutes. So it might as well be direct hot water then, right? If it's unlimited. If it recovers so quick, it never runs out of hot water. What the hell's the difference between that and instant hot?
Well, because it's keeping a reserve at all times, where instant hot doesn't.
Super efficient tank.
Tommy, I have fixed it on 7, Keith Sears, to talk about boilers, okay?
And it isn't. Who is it? Oh, okay. It isn't different. I mean, it isn't. Mark.
Or 3.5
It's a quick,
at the same
Mark,
time.
it's a quick recovery, meaning it doesn't run out. By the time it gets down here, more hot water has filled.
What I'm saying is, I have 2 50 gallons right now.
That's right.
And they're probably 20 years old or 15, whatever.
I have a quick recovery.
And it looks like now a 50 gallon is way better than those 2
That's right.
50s I have.
Gallon, my 50 gallon that I bought is a quick recovery. It's equivalent to 250.
Okay.
200.
So I don't need 2 50s
If you use 200 in a row, you'll run out. But if you use normal hot water, it's replenishing so quickly, you never get to the cold water.
And that's what this is saying. This is saying literally,
That's right.
you can turn your shower on and you'll have hot water forever.
Well, you won't, because it's going to run out. It's an equivalency. It does run out because the recovery system only works a certain amount of time.
I bet you there's 2 heaters in there, too.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. we have a lot of things working right now. So, Austin, I haven't forgotten about you. But somebody asked about a boiler. Susan, you're asking about this boiler for what reason? Did someone recommend it?
Well, the Lennox, I'm in a small town in Nebraska, and I have two choices. And the Lennox guy can't put in a Lennox furnace because of the heating system. And he...
What kind of a heating system do you have? A hot water heating, right?
Well, it's gas, first of all, and then it's the baseboard heating system. So he wants to put in a Loch-Navarre boiler system, and I've never heard of it. I know nothing about it, and if I'm going to pay what he suggested...
What did he suggest?
Between $4,000 and $5,000.
Oh, that's a really good price, yeah. And what size is it?
Now that I don't know.
And what size is your house?
Oh, gosh.
How many zones? Let's try that one. How many zones? Come on, you got to know something about your house. Do you know what color it is?
Well, I don't live here all the time. It's a 90-year-old farmhouse.
Yeah?
I'd say 5 zones.
Okay, you got 5 thermostats?
No, just one. Maybe
that's one zone.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, one zone. Is it a small house or is it a big house, just by your estimation?
It's a big house.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. Are they going to put in... Okay.
Sorry, old farmhouse.
It's hard to say. Now, this over-efficiency might be wasted if the house isn't efficient. A lot of people put efficiency into a place that is inefficient, which is weird. You know what I'm saying? But let's get an opinion from an expert, Keith Sears with Fix-It 24/7. Keith knows a lot about this. Now, Keith, welcome. Keith, what is your opinion, first of all, of putting high-efficiency stuff into really big old houses that aren't efficient?
Well, that's a great question. You know, they're considered not so tight construction. It's just the way they were built. The air that they.
So, are you wasting your money by putting a high-efficiency unit in one of those places?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, what about though this Loch-Navarre? I think that's what she's calling it. Yeah, Loch-Navarre.
So there's a couple of different ones. You know, on the high efficiencies, there's going to be like the fire tube boilers, which are they actually have an outdoor sensor that read outdoor ambient temperatures, and they can operate on a range of fuel consumption. So say it's I'm just guessing here. Say it's a 200,000 BTU boiler. On a warmer day, even when it's calling for heat, you can actually heat the house on.
All right, hold on. Okay, we are running out of time, so I really want to hear this because there might be other people interested in boilers. Fix It 24/7. We'll call you right back. Susan, hang on, and we'll talk about what you should do. I'm Tom Martino. We got a lot going on. Don't forget the Insurance Help Center, 303-771-HELP.
How much did you pay for that one? What, for mine? Oh, you don't know the breakdown. I mean, just the water.
With over 35,000 more families moving in than out annually. The feds continue to raise short-term rates.
Well, I'm looking just the water here.
Many of our clients are paying off credit cards before rates increase again.
This thing's Wi-Fi. This thing's fucking crazy.
I got a good one.
Okay.
Hey, Tom, another one that Austin advised, they put over $5,000 into it. Would that original owner owe them betterment?
If
he suffered damages,
not if it's stolen.
No, I'm not talking about the owner. I'm talking about the people who sold it to them. Damaged them. They were damaged.
I would go.
But he's getting a better bike.
If I steal your car and fucking paint it,
so they really
no. I agree that if I bought from you and I put money into it, and then the police take it away, I would go after you for that too.
Yeah, he's saying the guy that gets the stolen property back.
What about him? Does he owe
betterment? Because then I steal your car.
He's a fucking victim.
I don't think he's a victim, but
no, but here, in the eyes of the law, in the eyes of the law, he is. I don't think he is. They really better investigate though. If this guy says it was stolen that afternoon, I was driving it in the morning, and he has proof he couldn't have been driving, that's a false police report. But that's not a civil case.
Tom, Remember the dog yesterday, the dog rescue folks?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yesterday with the attack and then put it up for adoption. The owner
I got
of the
an update.
rescue, pardon me, the owner of the rescue wants to come on at noon, but the caller's not available. So you may push it all off till tomorrow, or let the owner come on at noon and...
What do you think? When she's ready to come on, like right now, I'd have her on because she sounded a little iffy when you were talking
No,
to her.
she's calling in at noon.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, long as you're sure she'll come on.
I would think she would.
Then that'll be good for Mark. Let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
What?
That's right. He's going to steal all my thunder tomorrow doing the show.
Are you a thunder stealer?
Stealing thunder.
He's a thunder stealer and a story stealer. You know it.
I know that. My best story is he's stolen.
He sold them to me, then he still uses them.
The same pants.
We're going to do that, man. I think this is what I'm going to buy. Look at that bad boy. It even looks pretty.
How old is your house?
It was built in 01.
Okay.
100,000 BTU. Never runs out of water.
The worst of it is in the Mississippi, Missouri River basins where you have all the
Dual anode. How about that? Dual, not single.
This is why we're talking about record floods of river levels not seen in 50 years.
Recovery rate, 129 gallons an hour.
Wow. That's a lot.
Which like a normal one.
What, is that a 50 gallon? How big is it?
50 gallon.
That means it's 1.5 times it will replace every hour. That's huge.
It's better than what I have.
That's huge. Holy cow.
I imagine though, if they make them super efficient, you can do it continuously. If it's
Damn
truly.
close, 129 gallons an hour?
It says it's continuous. It says it'll never run out of hot
Mine
water.
isn't.
But if you turn 3.5 showers on at the same time, it will eventually run out of water.
It says continuous on one shower, is what it says.
The only
On one shower.
difference between that and the continuous flow,
Tom, 1 minute, KNH 60.
the continuous flow does not use
You couldn't have
a reserve.
Well, you couldn't have multiple things on at one time.
Well, you can, depending on the size. I've owned them all my life. Aquastar and also, what was the other one? Anyway, depends. If you get a small one, you can have hot water forever.
What's the condo
You can take
at?
one shower forever, but you can't take two showers for 10 minutes. But with a bigger one, then you can take two. You can actually size it for simultaneous use, but you got to size it. I mean, and so, I don't know. I mean, it's just really what you
They're
use.
maintenance intensive too, aren't they?
Yes. They are more than they ever tell you. They are. And you know what? I didn't actually. I was sorry I did them after I did them, and I saved a lot of money on the heating part. But my God, there was always something going wrong with an error code. They're like computers, or at least it used to be.
There's always something wrong with it.
This is like a participating Napa Auto Parts stores.
No, it really was a pain in the ass.
Synthetic motor oil are just $24.99.
I got to. What was the name of the other one? The original. K&H Home Solutions, they have triple pane upgrade this month for your glass. Triple pane upgrade. That means if you buy their durable, energy efficient, beautiful custom fit made K&H spec windows, they're already energy efficient, but now you get an extra pane in the glass. And that's a lot of pane in the glass. Let me tell you, 303-421-7100. Ask for the pane in the glass, the extra pane. KHWindows.com. Make your own appointment or call for details. 303-421-7100.
Cutting back doesn't always mean you should give up on making healthy choices. When buying chicken,
I never realized where your office was at before,
healthy
Matt.
choice.
Where is it?
Have I ever been to your office?
Or Dry Creek and the
Can you believe how long we have?
I know.
Well, we were in Highland Ranch for 7 years.
I've been to Courtney's office. Nothing to sneeze at.
Makes you sneeze, right?
Oh my God.
Wait till you see the new one, Tom. It's really nice.
Is it really?
I'm here to do that update if you want me to.
And it's Alameda and
My cousins own a building.
Alameda and LaPan, roughly.
Maybe two. They're all LaPan. LaPan, I don't know.
I know.
Basically LaPan and Alameda. I mean,
Yeah.
Do you remember that guy Jeff from Eagle Investigations?
You know what?
I don't remember their names. I mean, they are
Mark,
literally probably
we're going to do an update tomorrow with Daphne on. It's a really good one on what the police want to
I've got
Robert
a guess it's
Johnson's
not going to
murder
hurt,
case.
you know?
So I want to get, like I said, I want to prime him with.
Yeah, you seem pretty busy today.
not worried.
Okay.
No, I know, but let's just do it in case. Let's do it. It doesn't hurt.
That Jeff with
Well,
Eagle
for out
Investigations.
Yes.
He's
not with Eagle anymore.
No, he's not.
But what does he want?
Well, so he's with a VA nonprofit organization now.
Yeah.
And so I have all the information. I'm having them email it to me. They're doing a big event for vets and active military on
Propane
getting
and natural gas burn at the same rate.
No,
He just wants
propane's
us to
higher
announce it because
BTU.
they're
So
going
it's
to help
hotter.
them
So,
get everything
right, but you
set
gotta have
up.
different
And it's a
jets on
nonprofit,
there.
it's 501c3.
But it's also more expensive.
I'll get you all the information.
Are you on propane?
I will. The garage will have propane, but that's
Why don't you just run natural gas to the?
cost of $14.
No, it doesn't. You can do it yourself.
Is the Troubleshooter Show.
You do it. What am I going to dig a trench and just? No way.
The Troubleshooter.
On this thing.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the universe. I love saying that, you know. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Why do I love saying it? Because we really help people, and that's what counts. Today we're doing our Insurance Help Center, which is great. That means you call 303-771-HELP, 303-771-4357, and you can get an insurance quote. Well, that means you tell them what you're paying and how you're covered, and then they'll tell you if you have a good deal. You know what? They have no dog in the fight. Really, if you have a great deal, if they say, no, you don't have a great deal, well, then put your money where your mouth is, because if you don't have a great deal, then show me what you got. That's what I love about comparison. They either put up or shut up, and that's what Compass does. In fact, they do this. It's a pain because they don't convert necessarily everyone who calls. They do it as a service. So how many are you getting some comparisons?
Yeah, I've got some now.
All right, we'll do them in a little while. Okay, and then we have Courtney Pierce here. By the way, roller auction is going on right now, rollerauction.com, but I want to tell you about it. They do several auctions. Buy and Build is just one of them, but if you go to Buy and Build, he always has the best deals. Can you give some ridiculous examples? I'm going to tell you exactly how to get onto the auction. Give me some ridiculous deals that went on the last auction.
On the last auction, we sold a full pallet of pedestal sinks. I think a dozen pedestal sinks for like $12. Like a
Wait a
$1
minute.
per sink.
$1 per sink.
We had faucets going for $2.50 per faucet by the case. And at this auction,
so contractors, you can bid, do-it-yourselfers can bid, whatever. How do they do it? They go to Roller Auction, R-O-L-L-E-R, rollerauction.com.
Yep, look for the buy and build sale. Click on the button that says bid here, you know, click here to bid on all items, and then
you watch that item, and it's going to close tomorrow what time?
Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, the first 3 items will close, and every minute thereafter, 3 more items will close.
And, Mark, you'll monitor that, right? We'll monitor the heck out of that.
We shall.
Okay, now, that's Courtney Pierce, Buy and Build. Also, Buy and Build is moving, and really, Courtney's opening up his own place, another place. So Buy and Build technically is closing, and he's going to have an extraordinary sale. 50% off most stuff. Can you, I mean, 50% off the already low prices that he has, and those prices are below wholesale. So 50% off below wholesale prices. Does that make sense? And then he's opening up something else, you know, hey. But it's going to be the same vein. We'll hear about it as he does it. It's going to be something very cool. But, you know, businesses run their course, and he has an idea to even enhance it better. So let's go to the phones. Austin, we have not forgotten about you. We are having a lot of discussion behind the scenes about it, and we do have some ideas. But Susan asked about a boiler. I want to get Keith off the air as soon as possible because he's tied up. Keith Sears with Fix It 24/7. And it's important because she's looking at a high-efficiency boiler, but we're not sure if you need it because you have a big, giant farmhouse with one thermostat that's probably not energy efficient. So you may be wasting your money, but that's up to you. You wanted to know about the Lochinvar furnace, boiler, Lochinvar. So we're going to talk to Keith Sears. Keith, let's just weigh in on that. Have you ever installed, you guys at Fix-It, this kind of boiler?
Absolutely. The Lochinvar Night, it's actually a great boiler. It's for hydronic heating. You can use a hydronic heating and for domestic as a combo unit. But they are actually really great units.
Is this the one you guys put in? Did you guys put this in my home?
Yes.
Oh, really? Is that what we have?
I believe it is, yes.
Because it looks like it.
I actually did that one, but I do believe so.
It looks like it. Yeah, Andy did it.
And it's a combi boiler. Yep.
Man, they're cool. Okay, well, I can tell you, Susan, they're wonderful, but like I said, is it overkill, Keith?
So here's the thing, to be efficient, that's the whole purpose of doing one, to save money in the long run. You have to own the home long enough. You need to be in the home long enough to recoup any of that money back out of it. One great thing about old construction and that, they usually did a lot of overkill as far as the baseboard heating would go. They just put more BTUs, the more baseboard, the better. The more baseboard you have, the higher efficiency you can get these units to run. So it's kind of a plumber's dream when we get into some of those older constructions, because that baseboard, the more linear baseboard that we have for those, the more efficient, the more heat transfer we can get, the more it condenses, the more efficient it is.
Okay, so even with a big house that's not energy efficient, it will help.
Absolutely.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
As far as fuel consumption goes.
Right, as far as fuel consumption. You may lose a lot of that heat, but no matter what you put in there, you're going to lose heat, so you may as well go with something that uses less gas.
Exactly, and especially this time of year when we're starting to get into some warmer days, and yet your house is still cold and it still calls for the heat. An old cast iron boiler at 99 or 100, let's say 200,000 BTUs, operates at 200,000 BTUs, on or off. That's it, on or off, on or off. Where a modulating boiler will ramp that BTU down to bring the temperature down. Instead of using 220-degree water to heat your house, it can actually use 85, 90-degree water.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And I think that price they quoted, Susan, you said $4 to $5 grand?
Yes.
I mean,
I think that's phenomenal price, really.
It really is, Susan.
Boiler.
Okay.
Where'd you find the place? Where'd you find the HVAC tech?
Well, it's a town of about 2,500 people, and I only have a choice of 2 people. So.
Okay, well, you know what? It sounds like he might be a pretty good guy.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, listen, if you have any other questions, you call us. And Fix-It, our experts, they love answering questions. If you ever have any questions, guys, you can call. You call them and say, hey, what should I do? They love doing that. It's 720-526-3939. And right now they're doing that combination for $27. I swear to you, that's unbelievable for cleaning, adjusting, and a practical refurbishing. I say that because they take out the squirrel cage and they take out, the blower motor, the burners they take to where they can, and they clean thermocouples, and they do the AC system, both AC and furnace for $27. They normally do them separately for $39, and even that's a deal. Okay. Let's keep going here. Don't forget the Insurance Help Center, saving you money at 303-771-HELP. Let's go back to Austin. Austin, you have a problem, and we all agree you're a victim. Okay, we agree. Austin? Austin? Okay, am I on the wrong line? Yes, I am. I'm sorry. Go back to that guy so he doesn't get confused. Austin, I'm sorry. You're there, right, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're a victim. Right. It was my fault. Okay, so here's the deal. You bought, this was 2.5 years ago. You bought it used. You fixed it up. When you were driving it, right when you got it all done, you find out it's reported stolen when you go to get a registration. It was reported stolen. Here's the thing. The owner of this motorcycle, you believe, is committing fraud by making a false police report because he claimed that he was driving the motorcycle that morning and it was stolen that afternoon. Is that right?
Correct.
And there's no way he could have been driving it because you had it in your possession. Now, here's the deal. He basically did a false police report, but they gave him the bike anyway.
Right.
That is a criminal thing between him and the police. But Austin, and again, I'm trying to make this simple for you. If you bought, if this guy, no matter how, he sold it, or it was taken, no matter what, and it went to, from him, it went to A. Then from A, it went to B, and from B, it went to you. Your recourse is against B. And let B go after A and let A go after the owner. For you to do an end run directly after the owner is going to be more evidence than you need. Excuse me, more of an obligation to get evidence than you should have. All you have to do is prove that you bought it and that the guy who sold it to you sold it to you. And then he is going to give your money back because it was stolen.
And he might be responsible for all the additional money you put into it.
But I get a feeling you do not want to go after that guy. So you tell me why. Why don't you want to go after the people that sold it to you?
So I guess I'm fine going after them, but they aren't necessarily even criminals, right?
Austin, in the line of stolen property, it doesn't matter. If you want to right the universe, go do it. But I'm telling you, you're just making life difficult.
So, okay, educate me here. If I file a police report right now that I own your car, one of your vehicles,
yes,
you're telling me that you would not even try to go after me?
No, I would. No, I would.
Okay.
But hold on. Because I bought it from a dealer. So I would go after you for fraud. Yes, but if you're asking me if I bought it from Mark, and Mark bought it from you, and you claim Mark never bought it, I would go after Mark. So ask the proper question. I would go after the person who sold it to me because they are the ones in the chain of commerce. Listen to this. If somebody writes Mark a check and Mark writes somebody else a check and they write me a check and that check bounces because the first check bounced, I go after the person who wrote me the check.
Yeah, but the difference here is that Mark is taking the check from you.
Listen.
Right? I had the motorcycle, and he took it from me. I'm basically filing it against the thief.
He did not take it from you. The police did.
Okay, fair.
Austin, I'm serious. Listen, man.
All right.
You do whatever you want, but I'm telling you,
well, I'm calling you for advice.
You're not going to. Well, I'm not giving you legal advice either, because you might turn. Listen. If you go after the guy, what you should go after him for is filing a false police report. Okay. But that's not. Now, then there may be an order of restitution, and you get the bike back. But that's what you go after him for, a false police report. What else would you go after him for? Tell me. What?
Well, the false police, that's absolutely what I'd be going after him for.
But that's a criminal thing. That's not a civil thing.
Well, the criminal thing cost me civil damages.
No. Buying it from the other guy cost you the civil damages. Okay, yes, ultimately, it's because he reported it stolen. But, Austin, I'm done, because I'm not going to say it another time. You are going to spin your wheels doing more work than you have to, but go ahead. God almighty, go ahead. It's so simple. Your Honor, I bought the bike from this man. It ended up being stolen. Even if you don't believe it, get your money back. There, done. But no, Austin wants to right the world. He's pissed off that the guy lied. Okay, go ahead. Neil, what's happening?
Hey, Tom.
Hey, man.
Hey, listen, I love your show.
Thank you.
Just calling for a little advice here.
What's going on?
Well, it's been 25 years since I purchased a vehicle.
Whoa. Why has it been 25 years?
Well, the job that I had provided me with a vehicle.
Oh, you lucky guy. Hold on. We'll come back and give you advice, solid advice on buying, or maybe something you haven't considered, leasing.
This report is...
Lease rates are getting really
Tom, 1 minute, revitalized health, 60
What's that?
Lease rates are getting really low these days. Leasing is wonderful.
You got to really watch those contracts, though, man.
Oh, yeah. Mileage and damage.
And don't go over your mileage. That's for sure.
Or don't go over acquisition costs. Normal acquisition, that's the biggest problem. People buy it too high.
Yeah, when I negotiated mine, I wanted my acquisition fee at the end to be all my payments added up, plus that acquisition.
You know, imagine diminished value in that capacity. You go to turn a lease vehicle in and they hit you. with diminished value because you were an accident.
I don't know, could they do that?
Of course they could.
Is that in the contract?
Right now, mostly cloud is 37.
Why wouldn't it?
Well,
Is it excluded in the contract?
Right.
This month, they're participating Napa Auto Parts stores. 5-quart jugs.
I hate those wagons. I really
oil are just $24.99. Quality parts, helpful people.
When does your half off start?
Today.
Oh, you're doing plus the auction you going on? Holy cow, you got a lot of stuff going
These
on.
guys are unbelievable. All right, let's talk about Revitalized Health, or as I call them, the Hormone Bros. They do testosterone, estrogen, thyroid through BioT, the best delivery system. Plus, they do all kinds of age-defying treatments. Courtney, you'll have to try them. Hey, Mark, try it. We love them. Suzanne's doing it, and she feels younger and better. Really, truly. Yeah. They also do some estrogen, some Juvederm and fillers and stuff that stimulates collagen growth. Just call them, okay? 720-361-2302, or better yet, look them up. TheHormoneBros.com.
Even in my own home, I had my own designated space to smoke. I think about it really good.
I'm going to go 6 months, I think, and get mine redone.
Why wouldn't you just
I
try
can't tell
the
what
tools?
God, people love it.
It's been 5.5 months.
I get a email. Is Courtney mad at you? I said, Big Ugly Warehouse. Like the owner.
It is right now. I'm telling you, the new warehouse is actually sort of different from our normal thing. I'm going to install full kitchens with backsplash and displays.
I actually make a thing about the Big Ugly. I mean, it's funny because people.
It sticks.
I know.
Well, and like when they walk in, they have the perception of value right now because it is a big, dirty, ugly warehouse. And the new one's
It's not clean. It's not dirty.
It's going to look more nice. Well, no, we try.
Are you going to keep the same guys?
Yeah. Well, the main core. A couple guys.
Now, are you going to fabricate?
I'm still up in the air about that.
Or just the slabs?
Well, I would do slabs, and then I'm going to do some.
I would do as little as possible.
Yeah.
So if rates go down even further,
I have prefabricated slabs, and if I can have them just cut sinkholes in those and seam them.
Yeah.
I make a lot of money on the labor part of the granite right now, and I don't want that to go away, but I'm moving to Granite Road, and there's a ton of competition in granite down there.
Is that where Bath and Granite is?
Yeah, it might be. I mean, everybody's down there, it seems like, as far as like Dow Tile and Arizona Tile, and Capco is down there.
That's where they all send you.
Arizona Tiles.
I feel like you'll probably find somebody to do installs for me and still make points on it.
Why not? Man, I've always
How far away is your building from the house? Where you do a hookup? You're going to still have hardwood.
No floors.
No, but he's going to install floors for me.
Now you got to buy a tank.
They're going to be.
No, you just
Some of them are, but I'm buying so much closeout stuff right now that they give them to you.
Yeah,
I was thinking about trying to keep a closeout kind of store open too, but
it's really so cheap.
Is it really? Okay.
You're not just square footage, you just don't want
You're right. You won't use
I
that.
don't make enough money on it.
No, I mean, if it was like another
$10
residence,
grand a
I
month.
would do natural gas.
Upstairs about $300 grand.
You're right. You're exactly right.
LP's only
There's great deals.
about
great
$1
because I can get stuff
gallon.
cheap and sell it.
What?
$1 a gallon when they're filling up 250.
Really?
The RV's
Also,
$1.99.
It's been there for a long time.
If you fill up your little barbecue grills, they usually do $4.
You know, are you going to 250 gallons?
So a 1,000-mile cabinet.
What are you going to get?
Probably 250. 250 is pretty damn big, dude. It's bigger than you think.
Could you fill up, if say you got a 500 one, could you fill up your RV from there?
Yeah.
I've offered to buy a bunch of
I don't know,
no,
because I wouldn't have a pump.
You
don't need a pump.
To pay for this
Pressure,
stuff.
isn't it?
No, you have to. Anytime I fill up, they have a pump. Literally. Oh, but maybe that's purely for.
Conflict of interest.
No, it's a pump, man. They hit it. No, maybe it just simply is to see how much you're using. I don't know the answer to that.
When you go and fill up a little one, it just goes by.
Well, it should be the same.
Give them a call, 303-690-0100.
Well, you can do that. I think you can do it.
303-690-0100.
As long as you got the valve.
Yeah, this is it. See, these are pretty big, man. These
That's
are all.
not 250. I would say 500.
No, it's 250.
Really?
That's a 2. Right here, 250.
30K pound from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talking about
Yeah, this is 250.
on 630 K-How.
the 500s is like where I fill my RV up there.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. Neil wants to know about buying an SUV. First, Matt Corneo, Compass Insurance Group. We have an insurance help center going on until 4 o'clock today. That means you call and compare, no obligation whatsoever. They represent dozens of companies, so the number is 303-771-HELP, 771-4357. So give me some examples there, Matt, on some of the comparisons and shopping people have done and some money saved, sir.
Okay, Tom. So Jason actually dealt with someone yesterday. These are examples from yesterday. These aren't from today's show just yet. Wrote someone, a long-term client from State Farm, to Nationwide Private Client, so a very high-end insurance company. Saved him over $1,000 a year, gave him guaranteed replacement. He
had an ACV before?
Well, they had a limit on the replacement cost, so they had a 25% limit on the replacement cost, so we went from 25% to 100% on that. Had $5,000 of sewer and water backup, and they go up to the limit, or to the dwelling limit. So now they have $1 million of potential backup coverage.
$1,000 a year savings.
$1,000 a year. Then we moved someone from American Family to Safeco, auto renters and umbrella, and actually took someone from $1 million to $3 million on the umbrella, saved them over $700 a year.
Saving money, getting better coverage. Really.
And we'll save people money on carriers that we represent. Yeah. We moved someone from the Hartford to Travelers, saved them over $700 a year.
Yeah, see, right within their own company, the companies they represent. So that's 303-771-HELP. Neil, so an SUV, your first vehicle in 25 years, you used to have a vehicle provided to you from work. So you are looking for an SUV, right?
I am, Tom. I'm looking for a good, reliable SUV somewhere, maybe 2017, 2018.
Are you looking for a budget?
30 to 35.
Okay. Mark, what is your recommendation?
Tucson or Santa Fe?
They're great, 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 great vehicles, but in that price range, you're going to have a big choice. It's easier to say what you should stay away from. Okay.
Now, so these are both those are Hyundais, aren't they, Tom?
Yes, they are. Now, what to stay away from are the ones that don't depreciate a lot, because you're going to be taking the hit. See, what I mean is the cars that are best new car values, the ones that don't depreciate a lot, like the Toyotas, Nissans, things like that, they are the worst used car values. Does that make sense? Because you don't get a hit of depreciation, and depreciation is only depreciation in the mind. Depending on the vehicle, if you get a clean, beautiful unit, that's a Toyota, and clean, beautiful unit, that's a Chevy, and they're used, the Chevy's a better deal because it took a bigger hit, and you'll get more vehicle for the same money. Now, Chevys of that vintage would be a wonderful used car as well, but you have to compare them. And the real advice is, on a used vehicle, you want a maintenance history, and you want to check it out no matter how recent it looks. And I shopped mileage and condition. Mileage and condition before price even. And I would go with lower mileage.
You know, a brand new Santa Fe, man, brand new, 2019. You're looking to like 24 to 27, depending on the options you want.
And what is your budget?
30 to 35.
Well, then you can buy a brand new one with a 10-year, $100,000 warranty.
Mile
warranty.
That's great. Hey, another question I have for you guys, Tom, while I have you on the line is, where would I start with this? Do I go looking at dealerships?
No.
Is it best to maybe...
Are you paying cash?
Yes.
Okay, then
I was
going to say the first thing you do is shop financing and get it approved. So if up to a certain amount with a bank or somebody, because you'll always save money going to your own company or doing your own financing unless there's a special promotion. Now, as far as paying cash, you don't necessarily say that. People think when they say that they're going to get a better deal. Just the opposite.
It's a big myth.
They want people who finance.
They make usually, $1,000 off of a decent finance deal.
Yeah. So when people say I'm a cash buyer, quick and dirty, yeah, they don't want you as much as someone who wants to finance for 7 years.
If you're going to look at that Hyundai, I'd personally go over to McDonald Hyundai.
McDonald.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay,
That's a good family-run business.
Better than to maybe find some low-cost financing.
No,
some of those dealers sometimes offer 0% financing.
Oh my God!
They take away cash incentives.
Yeah. I would pay cash whenever I have the ability, unless you truly get a 0% truly, and that's easy to figure out.
Yeah, a lot of the manufacturers, Hyundai being one of them, they'll give you like $1,000 off or $2,000 off or 0% financing.
Yeah.
Then you got to do the math. How long are you going to keep it? When are you going to sell it?
That's exactly right. You just do the math on that one. But if you get just straight promotional interest, even like a 2%, and let's say you have an account making 4%, well, then take the 2%. But you have to do that math in your head as far as what you're saving, and you never want to be financing something where you're upside down. So acquisition is everything.
What I would do is take the cash discount, finance the vehicle, and then pay it off on the first payment. Then you get the best of both worlds.
That is a great idea, Mark. If
you get the incentives and pay it off, and you're not paying a lot for the loan, again, you got to do the math. 303-713-TALK. Go ahead, Bill. What's going on with you, Bill?
Tom, you predicted something back between 1998 and 2000.
What was it?
You predicted that the internet would be eventually free to get onto. And I've been paying my internet bill now for 20 years, and I'm still wondering, when do I get my
It is
internet?
in Europe for the most part. It is funny how we're behind that.
I'm not going to defend something I don't remember saying. I might have said that. I don't know what conditions it was under or how I was put. I don't know. I can't say one way or the other, Bill. I mean, but okay.
It was back during the dial. It was back during the dial-up era.
Maybe I don't know. But that's cool.
The second thing is, I called Compass Insurance a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I emailed them my 5 policies.
Yeah.
And 3 of them they really couldn't do anything with.
Okay.
I was already with their preferred provider.
Okay.
But they took my homeowner's insurance from $2,200 a year down to $1,100 a year with better coverage.
50%.
Holy crap.
And they bundled that through Safeco with my car insurance, and they saved me about $500 a year on that one.
That is so cool. Wow. So, Bill, you've been listening since the 90s?
I've been listening forever.
Oh, my God, since the 80s and 90s. Okay, what other predictions did I make? Do you remember? I hope you remember this. Oh, I hope.
You said Hillary was going to win. I remember that prediction like it was yesterday.
Bill, listen to this one. I remember saying, when they were doing loans on equity, I said, people, there's going to be a reckoning. They were doing 125% loans, higher loans. I said, there's going to be a reckoning. People have nothing to lose. They've taken all their money out of their homes. They have sold their homes on the installment plan. They've already gotten the money, and someday it's going to come crashing, and by God it did. But I hope...
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, and it was a danger sign. We have a danger sign right now, in my opinion, not because people are more qualified now. That's the one better thing. We're not getting people into homes with, stated income and 125% loans, but the values are in my opinion, the values are way inflated.
Do you really think government should be in that? Do you really think government should tell Chase, don't fucking loan that guy money because he doesn't make enough? Do you really think government should have their hand in that shit? I simply don't.
Well,
I think it's
government is not in.
Yeah, they are.
Mark, there's no regulation. Mark, Mark. Okay. Can I fucking explain?
Of course you can.
It is if you want to sell it to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, they have regulations. Absolutely.
That's right. Me and you could loan to anybody
and do anything we want, and so could any investor. But it's Freddie Mac.
Well, no, to a degree that's not true, because me and you could loan him money to buy a house, and we could write in there, okay, if you're 1 second late, we're taking the fucking house back and kicking your ass to the curb. And we can't legally do that. We'd have to go through a foreclosure like anybody else. That's all government regulation.
That's UCC. It has nothing to do with who you can lend to.
No, that's true. It doesn't have to do with that.
That's Universal Commercial Code. What you're talking about is with banking, they don't regulate documentation and all that unless you want to sell it to them.
Yeah, to them. No, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Pro Auto Care, your car nanny. That's right. If you want to be taken care of by a nanny like Al and the gang, Pro Auto Care, 303 Pro Auto. You know what they do? They keep track of your car and give you gentle reminders by email or text on what you need and when you need it. They also give you free roadside assistance in between each call and a guarantee on whatever work you have done. We love Pro Auto Care for that reason. 2 locations. They're at Evans and I-25. If you go just east on Evans and then north on Dahlia, right there, up about a block. And then they're south of Bowles on Santa Fe next to Arapahoe Community College. You know what? They are car nannies. I got stuck the other day on the way to work. They came and got me. They took care of me, and they'll take care of you too. It is really fun being part of the Pro Auto family. Prices, value, safety, guarantees, roadside assistance, and reminders. 303 Pro Auto, 303 Pro Auto, and the website 303proauto.com.
Take that cast iron one. It is the dumbest problem I've ever heard. You know how we have a $75 special? In the middle of the fucking snowstorm, they wouldn't do the $75 special.
Well, we know advertisers always $75, do we? Is it on the website?
No, we call it the Martino special. It's $75. You call them up. In the middle of a snowstorm, they're not going to drop everything they're doing and tow something for $75.
That's right.
It's common sense.
Just like the $39 get a tech to your home.
Exactly right.
If they're swamped, you get it, but you're not going to get it then.
No.
Okay.
The guy got, off the road during the snowstorm, and they wouldn't come for $75.
Right.
Well, plus they say when they could do it too. I mean, we will get you in 5 days. I mean,
I guarantee it. They said, hey, give us 5-6 days. We're going to
I still didn't get that.
Exactly. They did that for me.
But of course they wouldn't, because someone will tow their car in the meantime.
I still didn't get that credit.
Which one?
The $90 credit for towing.
I know they didn't charge Al. I know that for a fact.
So much time warning you.
So that's all between you and Al.
Okay. Forget to promote those docs doing a great job. Like Centeno Schultz, one of the few stem cell clinics using true living stem cells for therapy.
No, that was part of our deal, man. I mean, really. And how often do you use that? Never. How often do I use it? Never.
Lab research team or
all my vehicles have free towing for 5 years or whatever it is.
And people come from all over the earth to be treated at Centeno Schultz.
Matt, how come insurance companies, let's take Progressive, and tell me if I'm wrong, but some years they'll say, okay, if people have young drivers, we're going to be the best pricing on young drivers this year. Then 3 years later, they say, fuck it, if people have young drivers, we don't even want them. We want to be the highest they're out there. How come they move like that?
It is unbelievable, man. They get a new guy that's got some new analytic, and he says,
or DUIs or anything.
I don't know. It's a great question. I can't trust any of them. I haven't for 24 years.
Young drivers,
they all go like this.
Safeco was the cheapest. Then fucking Progressive was the cheapest. And Geico was the cheapest.
It is. It's just, that's the way the market goes. I can never figure it out.
I just heard this morning Colorado, which we all knew, the #1 hail damage in the country.
Oh, I didn't know #1.
Yeah.
We also have analytically, so now everyone's using the usage-based insurance where they use the device or you do the app.
Oh, okay.
And we have 2 companies that say Colorado is the worst motorist in the entire United States.
Really?
Who are?
Colorado.
I had to do that. Here's
the
why.
Worst motorists in the country.
Here's why I wouldn't do it. Suzanne, we did it on Suzanne's car and we did it on the kids' cars. The kids to and from school, 10, 15 miles, whatever it is. Suzanne, she ended up driving with me a lot for that 6-month period because, man, I'm 25,000 miles a year. Yeah. I know they'd use that against me. I don't care if they say they won't.
Well, you're supposed to put that with how many miles you drive.
Yeah.
You don't?
I didn't know they meant like all of them average.
Well, the new ones,
some of them
they're doing app-based ones now where they're not just doing the device. So you can switch off certain trips. So you can say I was in a rental car, I was in an Uber. No, you don't have to count it.
Oh, I see. Hi, Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. RollerAuction.com and then look for buy and build. They have an auction going on, so you get incredible deals. I mean, there were sinks, faucets going for $2.50. They were, what was that thing you just said before the faucets?
The pedestal sinks.
Pedestal sinks for how much each?
Like $1 a piece.
$1 a piece for pedestal sinks. That
it was by the pallet, but still.
No, of course, but I mean they're crazy deals. So Roller, ROLLER, rollerauction.com. Just go look for buy and build, and then it closes tomorrow, so you can watch items. And then we have the Insurance Help Center, 303-771-HELP. Okay. Let's go to Monty here. This is a follow-up. Do you have who has the follow-up on this one? Anyone? Monty, which one is this on Echo Park?
This is the issue that you helped me with, where the lender, the first lender of the first car that I returned to Echo Park.
That's right.
The lender still had the loan.
Right. They didn't snuff out the first loan. It's
right.
Because you returned it and got another car, and then you found yourself with 2 loans.
Right. But it has been resolved today. So the check was written and sent to actually the wrong lender's address, but they forwarded it to the correct one, and they applied it to my loan today.
Excellent. We're happy to hear it. Thank you for taking the time to let us know. We appreciate that.
I think some listeners should be thanked as well. I think we gave that number out a few times. And
Yeah, we did do that. Okay. Hey, what's going on, R?
Hi. Good morning. Actually,
Hi.
Thanks for taking my call.
That's a weird name, R.
Yes, I'm calling to, it's a pseudo, but I was calling regarding unemployment advice.
Okay.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
Okay. So a recent unemployment application was denied, and the history behind it is there was 5 years working at the first employer and left for a new job, and the new job actually recruited this person to go to their company. And then after 4 months of working at this new job, and they worked from October to February, they were laid off, and the company said that they were going to downsize, getting a smaller building, etc.
But they didn't work long enough to get unemployment.
For the 4 months isn't long enough to.
Well, I don't know. I mean, is that what you're going to tell me? See, the rule is, I believe it's continuous employment with one company to get unemployment. I'm not up on it yet.
No, there's a look back. They can actually go to previous employers.
Okay, they can. But you have to be employed the previous what? The previous year or what? I'm not sure of the rules.
That I'm not sure either.
We have to figure this out. But anyway, are you talking about, are you calling for a friend?
Yes.
Okay. And this friend was recruited, then that company let her go.
Yes.
She did not quit.
That friend, she did not quit and received a layoff letter.
I get it. And what was the total length of employment between the old job and the new one?
Literally a week, 1 week.
No.
If that.
No.
Oh, you mean the total between the old one and the new one?
How long was she on the old job?
5 years.
Okay, 5 years on the job, and then moved over, and that closed after how long?
They didn't close the building. They said we're going to downsize, and they let them go after 4 months.
Okay, so that's 5 years and 4 months. So why is she being denied?
The unemployment office says that they have no record of earnings for employer number 2. And
for employer number 2, in other words, they're saying that she voluntarily left employer number 1 and was never reemployed.
Tom, I wonder if they're just late filing. That last quarter, because who she's speaking of was hired in September, I think. So that last quarter would have been due like January. I wonder if the new company is just late filing their unemployment.
Well, did she get a paycheck from the new company?
Yes.
Did she show it to unemployment? She can appeal. Did she show it to unemployment?
Unemployment did not request documentation for pay stubs.
No, I understand that. I understand that. They denied it. But they're really lenient. They really are. I mean, unemployment is one of the most lenient ones toward consumers or toward workers. If she files for an appeal, they almost always win. You file for an appeal, and then she takes in her pay stubs saying, here's proof I worked. It shows hours, it shows payment, it shows withdrawals, and then that's proof.
Okay.
But she didn't. Hold on. Let me get this straight. I want to make sure I'm telling you the right thing. She never filed an appeal when she was turned down?
Not yet.
When did she get turned down? I want to make sure it didn't. She didn't run out. When did it happen?
About a week and a half ago.
Have her file an appeal, and then, as Suzanne says, companies don't always, like clockwork, file reports immediately.
Okay.
Even though they should.
Yeah, it could be late. The first thing is file an appeal, use paycheck stubs. If that doesn't work, call us back.
I wonder if the former employer is saying, forget about it, because she left us. That's possible. That might be why she's only due a certain amount of benefits from that second, because she left on purpose.
Well, she did leave on purpose.
On the first one.
Right. But I'm not sure how that works when you do that. James, welcome to the show. What's going on, James?
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
Good, man. What's happening?
After the blizzard, I had a problem with cast iron towing.
What's the problem, sir?
Well, I had used them before from Denver to Brighton.
Yes.
And they towed a 2,500 gallon tanker truck for me to my yard, and so and it was $75. And so I called him after this storm right here, this blizzard, and the day after it, and it was 180 from Denver to Brighton.
Right.
And I was just trying to see, why that was.
Then you didn't use them, I hope.
No, I didn't.
I mean, what I'm saying is I hope. I mean, I shouldn't say that because that's a pretty reasonable tow at 180. But what I'm getting at is this. Fix It 24/7, Plumline, Pro Auto Care, you pick whatever company. They have their normal specials, for example, Fix It 24/7. For $39, they'll send a tech to find any problem, no matter how long it takes. Then they apply that if you have the work done. Now, let's say we have a cold snap, and right after the cold snap, they start getting calls. They can't do that $39. They'll say, hold on, if you can wait, we'll do it. But we can't do it today. We can't do it during peak. That's a normal thing. That's a normal thing. So in other words, if Cast Iron said we'll never do that tow again for $75, okay, then they're not doing the special anymore. But if they said, listen, man, we're extra busy. We just had a blizzard. We can't get to you for. No. I don't know what
he was on his way to come and get it, and then he had told me, over the phone that it was 180.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you said I want the deal that I got last time, what was there? Did you ask him that? Hold on, I want to give you more time. Hold on, we'll come right back.
What his complaint is?
This is not 75.
Well, they don't have to honor the previous price.
Even 180 is a good.
Downtown.
And it's not even what do you say? Is it fix it?
I wouldn't have done no truck unless it was a little truck.
You wouldn't have done no truck?
For $75?
It sounds like you got a really good deal the first time.
Well, that's their deal with us. I mean, if our listeners say we want the Martino deal, they'll tow mostly Denver Metro for $75. But it's not going to be an emergency style
situation. I also think a tanker truck would probably reach their.
I think so too.
I sure think so. Because they do low boys.
20 seconds
on a flatbed.
This probably got them more business when they heard people heard that.
630 K-How.
Lowe's knows you'll do it right to save on what.
And then they told him before they got there too was going to be 100, so he has no bitch.
Do it right too by offering Delta's Valdosta Kitchen and Bath Collection.
I think
new lower
prices. Is freaking spectacular.
Okay, on. Fix It 24/7. Speaking to them, they do have this crazy deal. Yes. It is a crazy deal. For $27, they will clean, adjust, and practically refurbish both the furnace and AC systems. That means going through and cleaning everything, checking all the pressures and getting it ready for a no breakdown during the hot summer months and making sure that furnace is in concert. And that's all for just $27. Normally just one is $39, and that's a deal, but both for $27. That's 720-526-3939, 720-526-3939.
It is a spectacular deal.
That happened to me once. A customer called into this show, demanded to go live on the air, with somebody from Buy and Build, and then he was an idiot, and I ended up getting like 10 customers that afternoon because he was an idiot. We bent over backwards to help this guy, and he wanted something for nothing.
Who's that?
Oh, the guy that called about the drawer glides. He changed the size of his cabinets, and he wanted us to give him drawer glides, so we gave him free drawer glides.
How much time do I have?
And they weren't soft close drawer glides. And so he called to say that we need to go to Home Depot and buy him soft close drawer glides for $200. I was like, dude, you just lost your man card. Like, claimed the guy, and people came in and I like it helped me. He was really trying to hurt us.
Anything you want to ask. I tell you, there's so many idiot consumers out there. I mean, some of the stories that say we get, you couldn't even recognize them when you get the full story.
The other guy called from our parking lot, complained about he returned an item and didn't get his full money back, and we charged him a 10% restocking fee. And got Pete live on the phone, and Pete's like, I'm looking at the sticker right now, like he didn't return the towel bar. And the guy's like, oops, sorry, I forgot about that, and like hung up on Tom.
Really?
And then he came into the building, and he's like, I'm an asshole. I'm really sorry. It's like, dude, why didn't you just come in and talk to us about it instead of like call Tom and get us over live on the radio? Like, come in and call my manager up front and tell us what's going on.
Maybe you got some more business on that too, maybe.
It doesn't hurt. I mean, really, it's dumb to like allow a customer's complaint to get all the way to Tom if it's legitimate.
Well, but a lot of them, they call in there because when they send an email, or whatever, we usually ask them, did you try to solve it yourself first? You know, versus just coming.
Well, I remember one that Mark helped me with. She called us, and I offered her whatever I offered her, and then Mark got involved, and then he called me, and I gave him the same deal as that I offered her, and she was happy because she went through Mark.
Because she liked Mark. Mark was the second.
Well, she's like, well, Tom Martino did something to me because they got Courtney. I heard a dirty offer.
She had bad eyes,
but you know, his charming side appealed to her. That's what it was. And I want Mike Trout. I want to be Mike Trout today. Did you see his deal?
No.
$430
or something.
$1 million.
He's a baseball player, I assume.
He's the best.
Who, if in their right mind, if you play football and baseball, would not choose baseball?
Baseball's more competitive.
Oh, you think it is?
So it's funny. I heard a guy talking about this the other day. Is that the odds? Because they were talking about Skyler coming out of Oklahoma and being an NFL player, and they said the odds of him making $10 million in Major League Baseball were so low that he'll get guaranteed whatever $25 million by going into the NFL. So baseball, you'll make far more money, but it's far more competitive to be able to be. So
there's not as many people out there
that can do it. Yeah.
I'm say it's the hardest thing in sports is to hit a fastball. To hit a fastball.
Well, you say that. What's his name? Who's our quarterback that we had here? Who is this guy?
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow. Yeah. He's looking like, I mean, he never played baseball in college. I don't know if he played in high school, but it looks like he's doing
pretty good.
Where is he playing?
He's like in the Cubs.
Yeah, he's like I think he's like Florida or something like that.
But look at Jordan, the best basketball player ever, and he couldn't at that time. He couldn't even.
He did okay considering how hard baseball is, but yeah, he couldn't quite get.
Of course, he started pretty late in his career.
Bo Jackson and Neon Dion are the only two that really pulled it off.
Well, even though they weren't great baseball players either.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson
was. He struck out a lot, but he could launch it.
Didn't he do a third basketball, football, and baseball, right?
Dave Logan's the only guy drafted out of college into all three of those sports.
Yeah, he was drafted to basketball, football, and baseball, right?
That's insane.
His hands are so big.
And he only did
basketball.
He did football. He played for.
No, he played for Denver even here, didn't he?
Yeah, he played for Denver.
Well, he played for the Browns for
God, that's way
7-8 years, something like that.
Well, he was in before the real.
My nephew had his rookie card, and I went into his show and had him sign his.
What did you?
I was
He's a nice guy.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713
Talk 713-8255. And I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you about One Clear Choice Garage Doors, the best garage door company. If you have a problem, give them a call or just go to oneclearchoicedoors.com. oneclearchoicedoors.com. for safety checks, adjustments, and new doors starting at just $333. OneClearChoiceDoors.com. Let's keep going here. Okay, James has a problem that comes up from time to time. First of all, they get a good deal and then they want the deal again, and sometimes the deal is active, sometimes it's not, and of course that's at the discretion of a company. Now, if you have a tow business and it's right after a blizzard, of course you're not going to probably get a special, just like with a cold snap, and they have a free furnace with air conditioning, with the purchase of an air conditioning system, or vice versa, whatever. People have specials to drum up business and to keep things going. Now, if they have an active advertised special, the problem I would have, let's say they're advertising all the time, this is what you get, this is what you get, and then you call and they say, you know what, we're really busy, we can't get it right now, but you can get it tomorrow or the next day, that would be fine. But if they say, no, we don't really do that, that would be a problem if you're advertising it and not doing it ever. So I don't mind them. Like today we did the $27 for Fix It. We said for $27 you get both the AC and the furnace clean, blah, 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 adjusted and all that. But if it was like 10 below, we wouldn't do that.
Well, and with the exception of this blizzard here, Cast Iron has always told the listeners for $75 if they mention the show. And we've never heard this complaint before, but during and after a blizzard, my God, they can run around making $200 or $300 a tow. I do it too.
No, and Mark,
hello?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. One, I did ask him for the Martino special.
Okay.
And then two. He said, I said, why can't I get the Martino special?
Because there's a blizzard.
Hold on, Tom. And then he said, oh, I'd be losing gas if I did it like that. I'm saying that doesn't make sense. You told me from Denver to Brighton before.
James, listen, I can't speak to what they told you as far as gas, okay?
Well,
all I know is this. Here's what I'm telling you. If you wanted to wait, if they're still doing it, you will get it, okay? If you wanted to wait. If somebody calls, if they're still...
I understand the blizzard part as far as that's all he had to explain to me is that, hey, man, it's a blizzard out here, because I had one tow truck driver tell me we don't even come out after a snowstorm. I understood that.
Yeah.
It's just how you relate, you relay your business practices. It's okay, Tom. You know, I'm just allowing you to know that.
Well, James, thank you for letting us know. First of all, I don't recall advertising the $75 special personally. I don't recall advertising it for months.
Over the years, we've said it.
Over the years, okay. I mean, any special. I said, okay. So if somebody calls in 3 months for the $27 special for the AC and furnace, it's not going to be active.
I don't know about that, Tom. I know nothing about the AC special.
No, what I'm saying, James, what I'm saying is specials don't last forever.
Well, that's all. The business has to relate to the customer instead of saying it's a gas issue.
He probably thought it was just common sense.
I don't even know.
It was after.
First of all, James, I don't know why they said that, okay? I don't know why. Now, I don't even know if the $75 special is still active. Let's find out, okay? But let me make this clear. If people have a special, it's almost never going to be during peak hours, but I don't mind as long as they make it available to you. James, had you waited, I'm not saying you would, had you waited 3 or 4 days, would they have done it for $75? Do you know that or not?
I am not for sure.
Let's find out.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's find out if it's still special. He
had told me that, hey, you know, it was the gas issue.
Okay, there it is. Okay, James, you said it 3 times. So here's what James is upset about. He's upset that he called Cast Iron during the peak of towing after a blizzard, could not get the $75 special, and instead of telling him it's because we're busy, they told him it's because we would lose gas. That's his issue. It all narrows down to this. They did not tell him a correct reason for not coming. It's not that they didn't do it. He's upset that they said it was because they would lose gas. All right, James, that complaint is duly noted. The guy on the other end, the tow truck driver, said the wrong thing. He said, I can't tow you because I would lose gas. All right? fine. That's fine. That is duly noted. Thank you very much.
It just dawned. Why bother? Why bother? It just dawned on me. It's supposed to be Denver Metro only. This guy's having it from Brighton to Denver. He probably did tell the guy it was gas.
The first tow, they did it for $75 sort of by mistake, probably because he didn't say Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton.
Brighton is not Denver Metro.
No, hell no, it's
we
not.
charge trip charges to deliver cabinets to Brighton.
Just let him have his due. That's what he's complaining about. He got it out.
Choose the term based on your budget, and they'll find
You can't get a tow in Castle Rock to Castle Rock from Westside for $75. It's $50 to get there, $25 hook fee, and $10 a mile. I mean, $75.
And when they told me, it says it's going to be a couple days, I said that's fine.
The only time I ever got mad at them, they wouldn't come out with us and tow a vehicle we were cutting a boot off of. They couldn't be any part of that. And I didn't really get mad at them, but I'm thinking, come on, guys.
I remember that time.
So who did I call? JJ. JJ will pick up, you can just point at a vehicle in the mall and have it back at your house.
That's what JJ should go get that guy's motorcycle. Just go, hey, that guy took my motorcycle.
No documentation, JJ. Where's the key? Don't have one. Okay.
Not only that, but your guy said he had tanker trucks. I don't know what a tanker truck
I
is.
can't imagine that would ever cost. I would think the hitch would cost $75.
No, I think when he said that, I'm picturing some kind of like smaller truck with like a water tank. There's no way they brought a big wrecker out.
No. Right, you're right. But I'm saying even a tanker truck, I mean, it's a big, I'm sure it's at least 3/4 ton vehicle.
Just going to say, I think I can speak for both countries. All options are on the table. Every option's on the table with respect to Venezuela.
Venezuela.
It's going to be huge.
Huge. It's going to be one big bomb.
Well, 5 people are his ass.
That place is, man.
Biden will kick his ass. Joe Biden.
You realize they've had a blackout over there now?
Yeah, I think Biden will do that.
And you know Venezuela's got more oil than any other country in the world.
I thought we had more.
No reserves.
Reserves. Animals are at risk in farm countries.
And this is, I mean,
calving season for the beef and dairy farmers.
We have the most potential.
Being swept away in the ice.
How much? What's our reserves in Cushing?
Even big sections of
Oklahoma.
Abandoned
Fuck, man, it's got to be as big. Are you sure they have the most reserves?
well, first of all, they don't even know. Yeah.
Even now?
Yeah.
So we're going to see these.
Well, I'm saying they don't even know. I mean, those are verified reserves, right? All the shale stuff. They never. 10 years ago, they never even put those down as reserves. They couldn't get around.
20 years.
Teenager Antoine Rose last year. Fox's Rick Leventhal at the courthouse in Pittsburgh.
The DA released.
I've been fracking for.
13 minutes before Rose was killed. They say Rose was in the front seat and a backseat passenger shot at a man on the corner, and that man returned fire. A description of the vehicle was broadcast on police radio and Rossville on the night he was a.
Did you read that article about that nut that killed his kids and wife up north there?
What? Oh, God.
No, it happened a while back. Remember, he put him in a barrel.
Two little girls?
Yes, one of them, it was 9 News or someone, one of the people, God, maybe it was even National News, but they wrote an article on just a sociopath. I mean, just his thought process. Like, his wife could no longer keep him happy, so he just whacks them all. I mean, it was the craziest thing. Talk about a defect. And I believe the article, too. I believe they nailed the guy. The person that wrote the article's assessment of this guy's mental state.
Well, look at the guy that did his girlfriend and stuff at
Woodland Park.
There's so much cruelty. It's hard.
You really got to wonder what the... And then they could talk another girl, their girlfriend, into helping them.
Oh, did that turn out to be the real deal?
Yeah, she cleaned the cleaning up.
You know, and why isn't she punished?
She must be, right?
Well, she did turn out.
Oh, she's cooperating.
Yeah, but come on.
They do that. They used to do that to those mob guys. I could never believe it, man. Who was the one guy that, like Sammy the Knife or some shit? The guy's living in Phoenix under
Sammy the Bull.
Sammy the Bull. That guy fucking whacked 100 people, and he was under FBI.
Then he got nailed again. He was selling drugs
in the school.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, man.
That was the guy that Goodfellas was about.
He's like witness protection or something.
Yeah, I know, because he testified and threw half the mob in jail.
They
forgot about the fucking 200 people he put in the ground.
Truck Month America. Join the Stampede to your local.
God, that is crazy as hell, isn't it?
Did you see the guy that just whacked that one, the biggest fish?
Yeah. Yeah, with that stuff all written on his hand.
Why would he whack
his stuff and
Make America Great, yeah?
You know what? People do that, and you know what's funny is you can't blame him for that, but they do. I mean, if some nut, well, if he does appeal to a nut French,
Go and look at that one that.
He's pointing at you.
I went like this. He does.
Go look at that lady that blamed Chelsea Clinton.
I'd like that Starbucks guy. I'd vote for his ass.
Oh, Howard Schultz?
Yep.
He's a Democrat.
I know he is.
But he's fiscally conservative.
Yeah. He's a little bit more of a Hickenlooper Democrat type.
Yeah, although
Hickenlooper switched.
I liked Hickenlooper. I'll tell you what pissed me off about him. Forget about economics. That fucking Nathan Dunlap, that Chuck E. Cheese guy, letting that guy not fucking fry. I'll never understand that. I know you don't believe that.
My cousin worked at that Chuck E. Cheese.
Did
he? She did. You know, she was 16, 17 years old
during it,
and she was called into work like an hour or two after it happened. Well, no, that's what her shift was, and so she wasn't there with him.
Say Chuck E. Cheese keeps them going. All right, clean up the blood, get back in the ball pit.
So my brother-in-law, some guy walked into that Walmart down on Quebec in C470 and blew his brains out. My brother-in-law was 17 years old, and he ended up cleaning the skull and the brain.
That's fucking gross.
16, 17 years old.
I can't even believe they did that. Usually there's people out there that
Well, they have
do that.
protocols now because of it, but he was actually mopping up blood after they had removed the body. Can you believe that? Yeah, he was mopping up blood after they had removed the body and all of that. Obviously.
Back then they didn't know.
He didn't touch it, do any of that, but yeah, it was different protocols. 20 some odd years ago.
They'd be putting DNA everywhere. Think about that. That mop bucket, there could be traces of DNA from one end of that Walmart to another, and they never know why.
Overkill pays for you. So
Yeah.
bring your prescriptions to a Walgreens
That's
pharmacy.
crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Manager said, hey,
Walgreens.
Bill,
You.
get it.
You're the
When you do
newest.
that now in the last decade, the parents threw the pants off of Walmart.
Be like, hey, go get those carts in and get that head picked up.
There's skull over here, too.
There's hair! Listen, wipe down the tomatoes.
No, there's people that do that. That's their job. They go in there.
Oh, yeah.
There was a half-hour comedy show or an hour show about a couple girls that did that for a living. I can't think of the name of it. It only lasted one season. Oh, have you seen, he's a hitman, and it's about a half-hour show. It's either Showtime or HBO.
Oh, Barry?
Barry. I just finished it yesterday. Love Barry.
TV show, Mark, is it a series?
Yeah, it's one season. I don't think there's a second.
But does it complete itself?
What's the guy's name? Oh, yeah. Definitely.
He was a Saturday Night Live guy.
Yeah.
Hader. Bill Hader.
Bill Hader.
And it's called Barry?
Barry. He's an assassin.
Wants to become an actor.
I love it. Yeah, you're not big on comedies. I love comedy.
Oh, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a satire.
I got into Walking Dead. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so into it.
You've got to get almost done.
Unfortunately, I watched it. This
Hey, that's exactly.
when I was running. I
I'm
watched.
in the 9th season. Exactly what I thought. The 8th season.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere. We are solving problems, answering questions, and taking complaints. That's what we do each and every day. This hour brought to you by Approval Reverse Mortgage. We talk about mortgages all the time. Reverse mortgages are very special, not good for all. In fact, the majority of people probably wouldn't want them. They eat up your equity a bit, but they're great for people. And one big thing I want to say. If you have a home free and clear or a lot of equity and you're older, you're subject to lawsuits or credit. If you get one of these and a line of credit and don't even take any money out of it, they put a lien against your home for 150% of value. So you're able to keep your home safe and then have money available in emergencies. If you want to learn more, ApprovalReverse.com. approvalreverse.com. On my referral list, referrallist.com. Okay, let's go to the phones. We have Compass Insurance Group with us. We've been doing comparisons where you can shop by just calling and saying, this is what I have, what can you do? And make them put their money where their mouth is. They represent a lot of companies, 25 or 30 companies, and here's what they'll do. They'll compare and tell you if you have a great deal or not. We've been doing this for years and years, and we save money, tons of money for people. And if we can't save it, we just tell you. The Insurance Help Center till 4 today, 303-771-HELP. 303-771-4357. Okay, let's keep going, and then we'll tell you about an auction going on online with a local company here. Don, what's going on? Don, what's happening?
Hey, Tom.
What's happening?
I've got a question.
Yes.
I've got a question regarding the 30% rebate from having solar installed.
Yeah, it's a 30% tax credit, which is incredible.
Oh, yeah, I said rebate, didn't I? I'm sorry. So, we did our taxes, and we had a refund coming even before the solar credit was applied.
So you don't have a credit coming. I mean, you in other words, you're not paying enough tax to have a credit, is what you're saying?
Apparently, because we're getting about $4,300 back from federal.
Wouldn't you just get more money back, or it would either? I think you get more money back. I think you can apply that credit, but if not, you can carry credits, I believe, forward, and I think you can even go back with a credit.
Well, what we're trying to do, what they had, we got financed through Loan Pal through Cam Solar, and they were telling us at the kitchen table that we can apply that credit within 18 months to keep our payments the same. And if we don't, then our payments go from $89 to $128 a month.
Yeah, they did the financing predicated on the credit. A lot of people do that.
But my tax lady was saying that credit is for tax liability only, so there's no way that I could ever apply it. If you get a refund, you don't get to use it to apply to pay down your solar.
Right, it's for tax. That's right. You take your tax bill and you apply the credit. But are you saying you paid zero taxes?
Well, I'm self-employed. My father-in-law and I
no,
are
that's a simple. Don, I'm asking. Yes. Even though you got a refund, was there a tax bill? You may have overpaid in, but what was your tax bill?
Now that I can't honestly tell you.
Because if you had, let's say you had a $10,000 tax liability and you paid in $12,000, you get $2,000 back, but you can still apply the credit to that $10,000. So I'm not sure your tax lady is telling you correctly.
Yeah, in a nutshell,
we should just ask Eric.
Let's just call Eric. Let's call Atlas CPAs and Financial Advisors and get you an answer. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Daniel, welcome. What's going on, Daniel?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Good, man. What's happening?
Hey, I have one question about a title. I'm looking to buy a new truck for my boy, and the guy that's selling it has a title out of Oklahoma. And before I give him the cash, I'm concerned about not being able to get a title easily.
Well, yeah, you got to do a title search. You got to figure out what liens are on it. You got to do some homework.
No, it's too cheap of a vehicle. I mean, he's got a clear title, but it's an Oklahoma title. Dude, does he have to use a Colorado title first before I can?
No, you can buy something and have it here, but there's some things you're going to need. You got to go online and get the checklist. I've purchased cars before from out of state, and you take that title from that state here, and they convert it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal, man. As long as there's certain things you need when it's an out-of-state title. There's an affidavit, I believe, bill of sale, certain things.
Okay, cool.
And rather than trying to commit it to memory, I just go to the website, and it tells you. If you go to register section.
There is a problem with Oklahoma, though, and the only reason I know that is I used to live there.
Why?
The lien holder does not.
The website, and I couldn't figure out what the hell. I mean, I can't.
Daniel, hold on one second. Really quickly, what were you going to say, Mark?
The lien holder does not keep the titles there. So even if you owe money, unlike Colorado and most states, you actually physically hold the title.
But
so
wouldn't
there could be a lien on there.
But wouldn't there be a lien recorded on it physically?
I don't remember how that part works.
Mark is saying even though he has the title, it may not be free and clear.
Yeah, because it's Oklahoma, and that's what they. When I called the DMV, I got lost and all the crap they were telling me I would need first, and so I thought I'd give you a call.
Okay, so hold on a second. If you're buying you're telling me, Mark, that in Oklahoma people have physical possession of a title.
Yes.
But does the
even if they have a full lien on it?
Okay.
Or multiple liens.
Okay, but on the title, I mean the paper title that you're holding, on the back, are those liens listed?
I don't remember. I have a feeling maybe not.
Well,
but
that would
don't
be
know.
Well, that would be crazy. I mean, that would be totally crazy. I wonder if anyone from Oklahoma listening or anyone who's moved here from Oklahoma could tell us this. Daniel.
Also, I was going to say on the things you're wrong about. Do you remember Don McLean in that song?
Yes.
You were very wrong about that. It turned out to be pretty popular, didn't it?
Oh yeah, I was very wrong about it. Totally wrong. Don McLean got a job. Don McLean, who wrote Bye Bye Miss American Pie. It's a really quick story. He got a job as what was called the Hudson River Troubadour. The Hudson Valley Council of Arts hired him to promote tourism along the Hudson River. So he would go to the parks on the Hudson River, and he would sing folk songs, and people would gather, and they would have festivals at various parks. Now, this was just one of many things they did. They would have, you know, like tastes of Colorado, not like Taste of Colorado, but they would have different events, okay? So I was assigned as a newspaper reporter to cover the Catskill event where the Hudson River Troubadour was going to be. And when I went to interview him, we got to be friends, and we hung out. And I played drums, and he played guitar, and another friend of mine played bass, and he wrote a song. And it was a 7 or 8 or 9, 10. I mean, it was a long song. And every time we would meet girls and we said we're in a band, and he said, oh yeah, you want to hear my song? And he'd take his guitar out and start singing it. And we'd say, please, Don, it's so boring. And we would laugh at him. Then I went away to college. Even after the newspaper, I went to finish my education, and I was listening to the radio one day, and it said #1 on the charts, Bye Bye Miss American Pie. And it was his song, and I thought, God, that was crazy. It was just a funny story. But I thought, because he played it over and over, and it was so long, you know how you have friends that want to show you something, and you've seen it before, and they just continually show you, and you just want to get out of it? That's how it was. Anyway, 303-713-8255. He's living in Europe now somewhere. I wrote to him, but he didn't answer. So, anyway, we have a lot more to talk about.
This report is sponsored by Blue Emu.
There's a few slow spots.
1 minute, Raleigh House.
I'm just not positive.
God, Mark, that would be so dangerous. Oh, man. So they must automatically have a fast DMV if you go there and say whatever.
Yeah, here's the title. It's clean.
I know! Yeah, but if you live there, it's a normal thing. You get the title.
Right when you buy it. So you could buy it and from a brand new car.
You bring it down to get registered, and they would pull it up at that point if there's a lien on it.
20 seconds, Raleigh House.
Now
it's partly cloudy. Okay, I'm doing the Raleigh House, guys.
Yeah, I haven't lived there since '91, so.
Weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 6:30 K-How.
Hi, I'm Mike Dicker. Some days, even Iron Mike feels a little rusty, so I turn to Blue Emu. Blue Emu's non-greasy, deep penetrating formula.
Your van that you did with the Cape route, who got the finance?
More important,
Okay, guys.
doesn't leave me smelling like a lot. Blue Emu works fast, won't stand.
The Raleigh House has so many options for addiction treatment. They have urban centers. They have a place in the country with equine therapy, and they have pets out there, and they have so many things going for them. It's really a relaxed atmosphere, and really, here's the deal. They're committed to helping people with addiction to such a point that if you have your life affected by addiction, whether directly or indirectly, if you have a son, daughter, aunt, uncle, relative, friend, they will answer anything you want to talk about regarding addiction, anything. Like, how do I approach an addict? What does it cost? What kind of treatments are there? What does the Raleigh House do that's different than others? What can we do? How do we confront them? Any questions? There's nothing off base. You can call them, and you can call them multiple times. Here's that special informational number. TheRaleighHouse.com sponsors it. 720-730-9722. 720-730-9722.
Make money in the market, you must be aggressive. To keep it, you must be defensive. Hi, this is Carlin Tucker. Our Tucker all season.
So Don McLean, was he constantly
market offense
revamping the song, or was he the same the whole time?
He had written it. And you know what? Yeah, it is. I love the song now.
Plus all the stuff that it incorporates in.
And then he had a lot of other songs that became famous too. He was just a regular guy. We didn't know he was going to be famous.
The Jester, who's the Jester in the song?
Oh, I don't know. I never. You know what? I mean, there were some things though I do know about it. I got to think about that again because we talked about it. He explained why he wrote it.
Really?
Yeah, he did. He actually.
Because even now he's very like this about it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how deep we got into it because we were just kids, you know. And he was right. And the bass player, he played acoustic too, and he would write music, and it was just a guy that wrote music.
He was a kid when he wrote it, like in
He looked. Let's see. He was. I think he's my age. He was a little older than me. I think a little older than me. Because I remember. Yeah.
What time are you ladies playing racquetball?
There's no ladies here.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If you look up the Hudson River
I'm going to lunch with my.
It's on Wikipedia about him, I think.
That's pretty cool.
Some people doubted it, you know. And I did find it though. They said, "Oh, bullshit. He never worked for the."
That was a good song.
Oh, it's a great song.
Yeah, it was. After it became a hit, I couldn't believe it. I could have been the drummer. You know what?
I think it's going to stop. Its second verse, same as the first.
I would have been going. I would have been his backup band.
It's not quite like 99 bottles of beer.
Yeah. Listen, man, I was washing dishes at a resort and played in a band on weekends. And it was fun because I got a lot of money playing for a backup band, a show band. And when the kids, though, just like Dirty Dancing, we would have our own little thing during the week. We would have parties and stuff and play. Well, this guy comes up, he's staying there with his parents, I believe. And he comes up and says, "I got a band." He's a skinny, ugly dude, and he has a girlfriend and some other kids there. And they're from Brooklyn or New York, and he says, "What's the name of your band?" He says, "Velvet Underground." And I said, and then he gets up and because people would jam with us, and he gets up and sings. Hey, you're up. Who do I have? Oh. And he's saying this song.
I love Lou Reed.
And the color girl saying da 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 da, and we thought he was nuts. He was a kid.
He's a notorious, or was a notorious a-hole. Everyone.
Well, he was a skinny little kid. I have a band, and you guys suck. You know, he was that kind of guy. And it was at a resort. Yeah, Velvet Underground. Lou Reed.
They were supposed to blow up, never really did.
I cannot believe in that part of where I live, all the people we ran into formed bands.
That's what they were.
Listen, man. So I'm in Woodstock. We're at a club. And a guy comes in. You know, a lot of people used to come in and ask if they could jam, it was called. You would walk up and just do something. This guy goes up and starts singing, this black guy, skinny dude. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child, and he starts singing. It was Richie. You don't even know who Richie Havens is, do you? Fucking world famous. Okay, so then he was there, and everybody's like going nuts over this guy. Where so many people used to just fucking hang out in that village all the time. We saw Jimi Hendrix and Mitch Mitchell, his drummer, at a store, at a head shop. He had this fucking long streaming shit on, and Mitch Mitchell had his red hair. Mitch Mitchell?
Oh, man, he's good.
Oh, no!
He's good, I tell you what.
That's good old Don. Didn't answer my email, or his manager didn't. 303, probably thinks I'm some nut. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, let's talk to Eric Reinemer, Atlas CPAs and Advisors. Eric is an accountant we use, by the way, Troubleshooter Network. We use the whole firm. And they're available to anyone, 303-799-9111. We have a question for him. If you have a tax credit, Eric, and let's say first of all, you overpay, you get a $2,000 rebate, and your tax bill is $10,000. Now, let's say I do a solar system. I mean, can I take a credit even though I get a refund? I mean, what rules apply to these solar credits? You have to have a tax bill, I imagine.
Yeah, mainly it's limited to your liability. If you don't have any liability, it gets carried forward to the next year until you have that liability.
So if I have a $30,000 tax credit, I can take, and I only pay $10,000 in taxes, theoretically I have 3 years of write-off.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't understand. His accountant said because he got a refund, he doesn't get to apply a credit, and that's BS because just because you get a refund doesn't mean that you don't have a tax bill. It just means you overpaid.
Right. Yeah, I think really the criteria is do you actually have a liability. So if you do have a liability, you can apply that credit towards it. I think it would increase the refund.
What percentage of the population do you know literally they pay zero in taxes? Do you know?
I don't know, maybe. Well, actually, a lot of people that have very low income, probably 30 or 40, maybe 30% don't have any income liability, 25, 30%.
Are you kidding me? That many do not pay any taxes?
Well, yeah, if you think about it, the first $10,000 or $12,000,
oh, you're right.
It's tax-free, the first $12,000.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Don, I think you ought to go to a different accountant.
Okay.
No, seriously, your accountant told you you can't use your credit. Did she mention you could carry it forward?
She mentioned that, but the whole plan was to take that credit and pay down my solar so our payments will stay the same. But apparently we can't do that.
Well, you can take as much as you can take and apply it, and then do the same thing the following year. But yes, you will end up paying probably a little more interest than you had bargained for.
Okay. All right. I wanted clarification. I just wasn't wrapping my head around it because I've even got an advertisement from Lone Pal again that says, hey, take your tax credit and put it in your pocket where it belongs.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you can do either one if you get it. Eric Reinemer, thank you very much. Mark, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you at all. What did you say? Your mic's not... Why is this mic not working now? Okay. Your mic's not working, Mike. But that's a good thing. Keep it that way. Okay. So, do we have any more examples, guys, on insurance? Give us some examples. This is our Insurance Help Center. It's 303-771-HELP, 771-4357, by the way, till 4 o'clock today. And you can always reach Compass Insurance Group on a referral. Let's go ahead.
Well, Brian actually just sent one. This is from today's show. So he moved someone from Geico, and they were paying $5,575.95 between their auto and their homeowner's policy. And Brian's put him with Acuity for $3,941.
Can you believe $2,000 savings?
And he added an umbrella. So, yeah, $1,635 savings with an umbrella policy.
Holy crap. That's great. Okay, and let's keep going. Bennett, what is happening with you, Bennett?
Hey, Tom, thanks for taking my call, my friend.
What's happening?
Well, you know, these calls I'm getting are burning my butt like a flame knee-high.
Do you have more than one name?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because I recognize your voice every time, but go ahead.
Well, here's the thing, Tom. I got a call on Saturday, and his name is Kelly, and he is from National Recovery Debt.
Yeah.
He has my home phone number, which is unlisted.
Oh. Well, they're random dialers, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and he has my whole first name, which Mark and Suzanne know. And he wants me to call him about a debt that I owe, which I don't owe. Now, I don't know if you want to call this guy and tell him I'm an old man and you're my son, or you're him.
Well, I wonder, is this a real scam, do you know, or is it a real collector?
Tom, it has to be a scam because I could hear so many people in the background when he called. And honest to God, I don't owe anybody any money.
Could you Google that number, Mark, and we'll see. Hold on. Bennett, we'll try to do that. I want to, you know, when I call scammers, I want to make sure they're scammers because I don't want to nail somebody on the air live that are not scamming because that would be bad form. You know, they could put in a complaint. The scammers never complain because they're scamming. Kevin, what's on your mind today, Kevin?
Yeah, so I purchased a vehicle from Echo Park October 19th of 2018.
October of last year, okay.
Yep. They had sent in the taxes and everything to El Paso County DMV, but they had overpaid. So the DMV sent the money back. Well, the issue was I bought from the Denver location off of 40th. They closed. So that mail was supposed to have gotten forwarded to the Thornton location. And
so what are you missing right now? Did you overpay tax?
Yeah, they overpaid by $100 because we had.
So you're waiting for $100?
No. I'm waiting to get my plate.
Oh.
Because El Paso County won't take the money because it was the wrong amount. It has to be the exact pin.
So where is the paperwork?
They don't know.
Then they have to give your money back. Where's?
Well,
did you say they closed? They're not around?
So no. So just the Denver location. There's still 3 other ones.
But are they the same owner, right? Where?
Yeah. You have Thornton, Centennial.
Okay, then call one of them and tell them you want your money back because they cannot give you merchantable title.
Okay, well, that's what I was going to ask. So I was just wondering, since the vehicle is financed, can I just go in there and just say, you guys avoided the contract, I'm returning the car?
Yes.
Or how does that work?
If first of all, you put in a complaint with the dealer licensing board.
Oh, I'm sorry, I've already done that.
Okay, what did the dealer licensing board do?
So he told me that's a little bit more complicated. So
well, it is. It is complicated in that they have to investigate it. But in other words, you're asking me, and I should say this is what I would do. I would go and I would take it back, but I would do it more formally. I would write a letter and tell them why and all of that.
How long's it been?
Do you have a loan on it?
Yeah, we have.
Well, then you have a problem, Kevin. Who's it financed with?
Canvas used to be public service.
Well, then those people are going to be expecting payment from you. They're a victim.
I've been making payments.
I know, but what I'm saying is if you take it back and stop paying, it's going to you can't. It is more complicated because it's finance. You have to what did you pay for the car?
It's a 2018 Grand Cherokee and I paid $33,000.
You need to get this thing. Did the dealer licensing board say they would get you a refund eventually?
No, all they said is that the title is lost, that they've sent off for the duplicate title because it was in California. But it's been 2.5 months.
Okay, then you got to get an attorney, man. You got to sue them. You have to sue them because they breached their contract. They're not delivering title. I don't know what else to tell you. If it was less than $7,500, you'd go small claims court. You can't even go to county court. You're going to have to go to district court with an attorney, and you're going to have to sue. And you really do. And I believe under the Consumer Protection Act, there's a provision for attorney's fees. So you might be able to get somebody to do this.
Well, the dealership board is saying that I can keep getting authorization forms to get extensions.
Good. But if you don't want to, you don't have to, is what I'm saying, Kevin.
Okay.
You know, really, they now, if it truly is lost and they are doing their best to get it, but it seems to me like any court would see this as unconscionable, but who knows?
That doesn't seem reasonable, that period of time.
Exactly. And the law says reasonable.
Tom, can a dealer charge for use on a vehicle if they have it for 3 or 4 months and can't title it, blah, blah?
If it's a breach of contract, I think it would be damn hard for them to claim damages on a breach of contract where he's damaged. He's going to get his money back. If they say, Your Honor, we'd like to mitigate damages because he's been using it, a judge may say, okay, instead of getting a full refund, you get all but $1,000 or $2,000. I mean, that could happen, I guess. They could offset. But he needs to take initial action. And, Kevin, I do believe if you get a smart enough attorney, they can maneuver it to get attorney's fees.
Okay.
But you need to start this action. If we call them, they're only going to say it's in process. That's what they're going to say. Yep. But, you know, we get a lot of complaints about Echo Park. What's Echo Park's story? What is their story? Who are they? What, are they scammers or what? What are they?
It just seems lately, Tom. We hadn't heard of them much before till lately.
But are they a big group or what? Echo Park, we got to start looking into them. Anybody else know? Let us know.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 K-House, an iHeart radio station.
People don't, the U.S. population does not pay any tax at all.
What are you shitting?
45.3. I heard it was 49, so I knew it was higher than what you said.
Oh my God! In heaven.
This article on money says that it's now higher than 50%.
Some people don't pay any taxes, and they get child refund tax
So
credit.
here's what I want to know. then as long as you have that high a percentage, why would anyone ever vote for anything different than?
But remember, a lot of these guys are kids too, right? A lot of
no, it says taxpayers of eligible
kids
taxpayers.
like my son probably made $8,000 last year.
Okay.
You mean just over 18, but
they're
maybe in
adults.
school or whatever.
Right.
Well, that makes. I bet he pays taxes though because you're writing them off, right?
Yeah, you're right.
He's paying. I guarantee, if he's got W-2, he's paying taxes.
No, not necessarily.
No,
I'm in this.
He didn't get 100% back last year.
I'm in the same boat with Miles. He pays taxes. He lives with us. It's better for me to take him as a dependent.
Is it even this year?
I don't know about this.
What's the standard deduction?
12.
Well, let's see.
Isn't it 12 or is it 22 now?
No, that's for you and Suzanne. That's the 22,000. They raised that one, but I think they dropped the dependent. I think that's what.
Welcome to banking. What's in your wallet?
I don't know. Nor do I know the difference between last year and this year. But I can tell you this: they take a lot out of his check, and when he got his tax refund, it wasn't close to making 100% back. Not even close.
Well, he made a lot of money this last year.
I don't know what a lot is. Maybe 40.
That's pretty damn good.
35. I don't know.
Kid out of high school. Freaking great.
The off ramp there, so watch out for delays. Also off
Well, this year he'll be doing a lot. He'll be running produce to it.
Now you can only claim them if you pay 50% of his.
Just his insurance is fucking outrageous, dude.
Okay.
And then how much do you put for room and board? I don't know how you technically calculate that.
Right, you're right. Unless he started arguing on he says, "You're screwing me."
Then I'll kick him out.
Super Power Dogs in IMAX 3D, now playing at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. Some heroes walk on 4 legs. Take a journey around
5 seconds, Tom.
Dogs. Visit dmns.org
What am I
for
doing?
information.
All right, let's talk about My Bank, My Loan, My Way. It is an incredible loan, and it can be a first or a second. You get credit for every dollar you have in the bank, and it goes against your principal. That means if you keep money normally in a checking account, that money is working for you every day, lowering your interest. Find out more at 720-931-6560. 720-931-6560. It's My Bank, My Loan, My Way. .com. Just think of My Bank, My Loan, My Way.com. You will never find a quicker way to pay off your house. And then the Paradigm Group will also help you use your equity wisely when you have it. 720-931-6560.
Tom, I got a different number.
Oh my God, don't tell me that.
No, I like say it could be me.
Well, no, it could be me, most likely. That's what I fear.
I'm going to jump
I've
to that.
had so many wrong numbers.
Let me jump to the...
Please help me here.
Yeah.
I have 720-931-6560.
See, I got a 303 number. Maybe that's me.
Well, would you, how are you going to find out?
Online it says that one, Tom. 720-931-6560. That's what their website says.
Daniel, by chance, did that Kevin guy with the no title on Echo Park, did he leave us a voicemail or anything, or an email that you can think
Why,
of?
we can get it back on.
Because mine too, I think has some good information.
Well, you talking for the motorcycle?
No, I'm talking about the call that just came in. He can't get a title on his Echo Park purchase
No,
from
let me see
October.
if he's
I just wondered if he sounded familiar to you, like he left us a voicemail
What
or
was his
something.
name again?
Kevin. He just came on 5 minutes ago.
303-629.
The line 2, Tom is saying, if
I
you
don't
let
have
your lender
anything.
know, they'll reach the dealership and make the dealership buy it. That's good information.
You're right. You're right, because they did.
So I wanted to try to, if you can maybe get Kevin.
Because they don't have merchantable title.
Yeah.
You know what
so
I heard?
that's great advice.
I heard that if he calls his lender, the lender could call the dealer and make shit happen.
Tom, there's another child you need to take on spring break.
Can we go to Disneyland, Dad?
Hey, Mark, this my ball. What number's right? This is the number I put down. Tom's got a 720 number.
Fucking
I've done it.
Disneyland.
I've done my last trip last year. I told him we're not. Now, Universal,
Biggest scam in the world, that stupid Disney World.
Oh my God. I have never enjoyed it. Never. And when they were tiny, it was fun.
A beer was like $14.
I haven't been since I was a little kid.
I haven't been in 10 years.
Looking at the lines.
That's amazing.
Maybe
About
8 years. Pass and still have to wait in line.
Even Epcot Center.
The whole place sucks. And actually, last time I was there was, I don't want to say rundown, but it was nothing like,
She likes to do the same stuff.
it was nothing like nicer places.
Yeah, she just got back from a trip to D.C. for Widespread Panic, and she's leaving again on Friday for New York for Widespread Panic.
Where'd you meet her?
I met her online, actually.
What is it called? Widespread Panic?
It's a band.
She follows them around like the dead or something?
Yeah, a little bit. I went and saw them in Mexico in January.
I've heard of them.
You heard of them?
Hi, Tom Martino here. Hey, we got a comment on Echo Park. The guy says he purchased a car and one dealership closed, and apparently when the county sent back some tax stuff to be corrected, they never got the title work. It's lost. He can't get his title. He can't get his plates. He's so pissed off. I'm surprised that the Revenue Department, the Dealer Licensing Board, said, hey, you know, it's in process. Usually it says they have to deliver merchantable title within a reasonable time, and I would say it's not reasonable since October. So, Eric, you have a comment or some input. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, if he truly has a loan on that collateral, number one, he obviously needs to make sure that he's meeting his obligation and making his payments. But number two, most lenders have a guideline with the dealer, and even if this one location went out of business, they have other locations, so it's under the same ownership and under the same dealer license.
You are so right. You are so right.
They typically have up to 180 days to perfect the title with the lender, and if they're not able to do so, then the dealer will be asked to buy the vehicle back for what the amount financed was. So I suggest if he's still listening, that he contact the lender and let him know, look, I'm going to make sure I'm making my payments. But number two, the dealer does not have access to the title. They're not going to be able to perfect it.
Hey, where did you get that 6-month time period from? Because the law says a reasonable time.
I work in the industry, so that's typically what a dealer agreement with a lender will be.
Oh, okay. With their okay. So the lender will put a lot of pressure on them because they don't have good collateral, right? That's why they're going to step in. That's good information. What kind of industry are you in?
I work in indirect lending.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Hey, I want to ask that guy something.
Yeah, go ahead, Eric. Yeah.
Hey, Eric, how much does, say, the average dealer making a loan with a credit union make off that deal? Let's say a $30,000 car, and it's a 6.7% interest rate. Are they making $1,000, that dealer, on the financing side?
No, not if it's through a credit union. Credit unions typically pay a flat, what's called a flat.
Of how much?
Usually 1%, sometimes 2%.
So $300-400 they could be making.
Right. Now, if it's a negotiated rate through a finance company or a bank, then it's what's called dealer reserve, and you know they could make depending on the term, 2 points in reserve, sometimes a little bit more. It varies from state to state.
So there's a lot of money in the financing side at the end of the year for these dealers.
And when you say in reserve, you mean providing it lasts a certain amount of time?
No. For example, if the buy rate, say, is 5%, and the contracted rate is 7%, then the dealer is going to get anywhere from 70 to 80% of that difference in the 2 points.
They're making a spread.
Yeah, that's that.
But you're right, Tom. My understanding is most of the credit unions, like Security Federal and these other ones, if they don't hold the note or you pay that loan off in 4 months,
there's recourse.
They kick it back.
There's recourse, right? I mean, sometimes dealers have to take recourse. So if that loan goes bad, the dealer has to step in, right?
That depends. Usually, if it's within 90 days, then if it's reserved, then there will be a chargeback. But flats are typically not something that the dealer will get charged back on, which is why a lot of the business gets sent to the credit unions, because once it's paid, they don't charge it back.
Thank you, Eric, for all of your information. Hey, we should have Eric's information for indirect lending questions from time to time. We love having people like that. Okay. His mom is falling for a Social Security scam. Don't forget rollerauction.com, and then look for buy and build, because that auction's going on. It's going to close out tomorrow, but you can watch some of the stuff you're interested in, and you'll get incredible deals. Hey, Tom, what's going on with your mom?
Hey, Tom.
What's going on with her, man?
She, the Social Security called her. They called her on the phone, and she,
yeah, you're cutting in and out. So the fake Social Security people called and said what?
That she had been working and she was under investigation. And
what do they want from her?
She googled the thing back and called back, and it was a recording, and she said it sounded like the same man.
Does she believe it?
Yeah, she believed him.
Did she send money?
She's about to.
Well, won't she listen to you, Tom?
I'm sorry?
Won't she listen to you when you tell her it's a scam?
Yeah, I told her they won't call you. The Social Security won't call you.
And also, how do they want to be paid?
I didn't ask her yet. Probably.
Well, where does she live, Tom? Tom, where does she live?
She lives in Denver.
We have to stop her. Do you want us to call her?
Yeah, you can give her a call.
Hey, Suzanne, if you don't have time in there, give it to Daff. Somebody's got to call this woman and appeal to her. Hold on, Tom. And then let's get the number as well. 303-713-TALK. Oh, man. Greg, what's going on with you, Greg?
Hey, Tom, big fan.
Thank you.
Listen, just wondering, I have an Android phone, and I didn't know if you had a recommendation for a secure app that if you wanted to take pictures of your driver's license or your insurance card, and you can store it on your phone, so if you're at a facility that might need that information.
Right, I do that. And why wouldn't you?
I know it's Keep Safe, but I don't know if there's another one.
Wait. Why can't you just put it on your photo gallery?
Well, I mean, if you want to have sensitive information, you don't.
Well, hold on, though. People can't access my phone without my fingerprint, so I don't understand. What is the problem? Maybe I'm not getting something. Help me out.
Well, no, I mean, you are getting it. I just, if I want to put my credit card number on there or my Social Security card number.
Well, that's what Wallet is. Wallet does that. Wallet does all of your...
yeah, but only the cool Apple phone has the Wallet, I think.
No. Yeah. Android has a Wallet, I think.
Is it good? Is it... Yes, I don't know.
Yeah, now listen,
I have all my credit cards.
As far as credit cards, you should use the Wallet. As far as license and all of that, I have that too. And I even have my license plate, because when I'm checking into a hotel, I never remember. Anyway,
yeah, exactly.
So
you just have it on your regular photos?
Yeah, that's all. But my gallery's protected. See, you can protect on the iPhone, or on iOS, and on the regular systems for Apple, you can protect individual folders in addition to your fingerprint. So you got your fingerprint to get into your phone or into your app or whatever, or you have a code. Okay, that's pretty secure. Don't you remember the Boston bombers? The FBI couldn't even get in. They couldn't even get in. So then once you get in there, then you can further protect the file. I mean, I don't know why you would have anything more. I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not telling you not to do it. Because, Greg, people might be cringing right now saying, oh, no, God, no, don't do it. But I do it, you know?
Well, if I had my son's Social Security number on there, you know, he's a young child. If I had that on there that I needed to put on an application for whatever.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't want that just in my regular photo. I mean, what about those people that got hacked with their photos, you know, that they're naked, you know, whatever was.
Greg,
you know,
no one can hack. You can't hack an iPhone or a good Droid. You can't. If you leave your phone unlocked, yes. Another thing is this: there's Google Docs. They're encrypted.
Okay.
I mean, if you're not signed on to Google Docs, you can't get Google Docs.
Now on an 8, this one doesn't work either, does it? This is incredible.
No, that one will. That one. You're just talking to the wrong one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So on a Samsung like this one, though, I actually have a card in here as well. If I save my pictures to that card, someone could pop it out and look at it.
If you save your pictures to what? Oh, the card. Yeah, you're right. If you do it on a card.
If I saved it to the phone, it wouldn't matter, though, unless if you had the fingerprint
But I
or the
save mine.
eyeballs.
I save mine. Here's how I do it. I save mine on a cloud, and the cloud is on my phone. And the phone is protected. The cloud is protected. I mean, Greg, I don't think you have to overlook it. Matt wants to make a comment. You can listen in, Greg, right now. Greg's up, and Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
Well, I just had a question that maybe you might have the answer to, maybe not. Because I know, so when you download apps, like say you're downloading a free game.
You're right, and it wants to get access to your gallery.
Everything, yeah.
You're
your
right.
Location, your gallery,
You're
all
right.
that stuff. So
you're right.
When you're downloading something free, you don't really know what the intent behind that is.
You are absolutely correct.
That, so.
If you give away, that's absolutely right. If you give away access to parts of your phone, like your contacts, your gallery, different things, then you could. Most of the time, it's so you download stuff, it goes to your gallery. But you are giving access. You're absolutely right. So that's why I do a cloud, because no one asks for access to your cloud.
This report is sponsored by American Financing.
There's a few accidents to
watch out for. Tom, 1 minute, pulling all, pulling all.
I can't believe how often these mics are breaking now.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Every day there's a different fucking mic broke. It's crazy, man.
Crash on the southbound side of Havana, approaching Mississippi. Watch out for that. The wreck being cleared on the westbound side of Colfax at I-25 as well.
I wonder if Bienville has them in the bar.
That'd be cool.
Microphones? Probably do in our musicians' friend area. So that is a totally separate option.
Traffic and weather.
Yeah, you always have a bunch of guitars.
I didn't bring any for this one, but I'm going to bring like a truckload and a half. Just sell it all.
Okay. Mike's coming on. Don't take any chances. You have nothing to lose. If you get into a car accident and you're injured, there's any injuries, even minor, call John Fuller. He's an attorney at law, a personal injury attorney. It will cost you nothing to call to find out what your rights are and what you should do. Maybe nothing. Maybe sit tight. Maybe he'll tell you to do this or that or the other thing, or you don't even need an attorney. All of that will come free of charge. And even if you hire him, he only collects if you collect. 303-597-4500 with any questions at all. Free legal advice. 303-597-4500. Personalinjuryco.com. The name, John Fuller.
Hey, I'm going to just rip this Band-Aid off. We need to break up. You're just not good for me. I'm always sweaty and uncomfortable around you. And I'm not getting any benefits from this relationship. You're just a basic memory foam mattress. I deserve better. And before you ask, yeah, there is someone else. I've been seeing the purple mattress online for a while now. And don't blame yourself. How can you compete with a bed that totally supports me? Constant pressure plates, and sleeps effortlessly cool. Not to mention a 100-night trial and free shipping. That's a bed with benefits. That'll make me feel better than you ever could.
Break up with your old mattress and get with Purple today. And right now, get $100 off the purchase of a mattress when you text DELIVER to 84888. Yes, $100 off. Only when you text DELIVER to 84888. That's DELIVER to 84888.
Mike's coming on. People love saving money, and if you want to save money on floor coverings, all of the popular makes, models, looks, designs, it's Simply Floors Inc. SimplyFloorsInc.com. That's where you can make your own appointment for Buddy Mitchell and his team of experts to be at your assistance. They have designer services, the best installers, and the best prices because they're part of a giant buying group. Plus, they give you great service just because Buddy's philosophy is for everyone to win, and he truly means it. 52nd and Ward, the southwest corner, or make your own appointment at SimplyFloorsInc.com.
About 40% of Americans carry a credit card balance, but excluding people with credit scores over 720, that number is more like 75%. Reports show that U.S. households pay an average of $1,200 a year in credit card interest. That is an astounding number. Thankfully, your untapped home equity is an easy way out of high-interest debt, and loan limits are at an all-time high.
Time to get your AC checked out before it's too hot to bear. And Fix It 24/7 has a deal.
Call the salary-based mortgage consultants at American Financing. They'll guide you through the mortgage refinance process and never charge upfront fees, unlike other lenders who charge $500 just to qualify. Start now and learn how you can save up to $12,000 a year, and you may be able to postpone up to 2 months of mortgage payments. Call 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or apply online at AmericanFinancing.net.
MLS 122334, regular weather edition of real estate. Ask Alexa to play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio.
Cool.
Then you can hear.
I got a woman from the state with the dealer board.
Grant, have you had a chance to go through that next
message yesterday for something else.
Tom Martino here. Okay, when Compass is not here, CompassInsuranceGroup.com, you can reach them at 303-996-9000. The Help Center goes on till 4 today. You can call them there or call them at the Help Center, 303-771-HELP, 771-4357. Any more good examples there?
I don't have any right now,
cool.
Tom.
Courtney Pierce, what time does the auction start closing, if that makes sense?
Well, so the auction's online now. You can place bids right now. The first
RollerAuction.com, look for buy and build.
Yep, the first items will begin closing tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock p.m.
So what does that mean?
The first 3 items that you can place bids now all the way up until 1 at 1 o'clock, the first 3 items will close. If you're involved in bidding in the last 3 minutes of that, it'll go into extended bidding for 3 minutes. So you can counter.
When does it then end? When people actually stop bidding?
Yeah, after 3 minutes of inactivity on any item.
Has that, and what's the longest items have gone?
So sometimes kitchen cabinets will go for an hour, hour and a half.
Oh, really?
After
okay,
they're supposed to close.
All right. Comment on Social Security from Michael. Go ahead.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Good, man. What's happening?
Pretty good. I had an instance with actually an IRS guy that actually called me maybe over a period of 4 or 5 months, and actually I got a callback number from those 2 individuals, and if you'd like it, I can give it to you off the air. And about the guy with the Social Security scam, that is a scam. So
oh, yeah, we pretty much know it is, yeah, for sure.
Yes, for sure. And I got a callback number from them also. So I've been tracking all 3 of these situations.
And do the callback numbers work?
Oh, yes, they sure they did. They called me back, actually.
And then you called them?
I called them, and I pretended to be a fictitious character, and I was going to fall for the scam, and I actually had them going to had me buy what iCards or something at a local grocery store.
We've done some crazy stuff like that that's on YouTube if you want to go listen to some past calls. But here's what I want. I want to take numbers and have maybe, Mark, we can have some fun with that later on in the week. Can you announce where you're moving to or where your new operation will be? And when will it be?
Okay, we're going to try to open in about May. And I don't want to give you the exact address now, because if I do that, then listeners are going to show up over there. And right now it's
what area?
Refrigeration. But Alameda and I-25 approximately are going to be just south of Alameda on Lipan Street.
Okay, so let's go to Graham.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Good, man. What's going on?
The end of February, my wife's eating a sandwich and all of a sudden has terrible pain. She's in on March 3rd to her dentist. She wasn't sure if this was a jaw problem, a tooth problem, whatever it was. They take an X-ray. She has a dislocated jaw.
Oh.
The next day we're in at Kaiser, and they say, oh, we'll give you an urgent referral, and they set up an appointment for May.
What, with a dislocated jaw?
Wait a sec, this gets better. So anyway, one thing leads to another. She ends up with an appointment last week when we had the big snowstorm. They canceled the appointment. Now it's the beginning of April. So we've got them down from 8 or 9 weeks to 4 weeks. But this is just insane that she's in this scorching, debilitating pain. And Kaiser's like, sucks to be you.
Well, that's crazy. It was an 8-week wait, and now you got him down to 4 weeks.
Initially, yes.
Well, hold on. Obviously, if you're having chest pains, they're not going to do that. So, I mean, why did they do that? Why did they do that with a dislocated jaw? Was the jaw put back?
No, it's still out.
Is it like dislocated or is it TMJ? I mean, there's a big difference. I mean, is it literally hanging off out of the socket?
Yes.
Oh,
At least that's what the dentist
crap.
said. She can't even put her teeth together.
That's scary, Tom.
Yeah, that is scary. We need to look into this. This is pretty far-fetched. I want to have permission to talk.
I sent you an email with a full timeline.
Okay, man. Suzanne, this is something we need to follow up. I'm Tom Martino. Don't forget rollerauction.com. Look for buy and build. And then CompassInsuranceGroup.com. Give them a call, 303-996-9000. We are Referralist.com, the troubleshooter and team. Save all your problems for me. Attention. If you've gotten a letter from the IRS or state about back taxes, please listen.
Well, I just don't. There's a big difference between not putting your teeth together and your fucking jaw being
Now listen,
hung off.
and I said, is it hanging off? Oh yeah, it's hanging right off the... See, here's the deal. I make people commit because if I know they're fucking lying, then I don't believe anything else they say. Because they try... Here's what they do, which backfires. They try to get me fired up to get involved. What it